The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, this is the official Tony Harrison versus Tim Tszyu live fight reaction extravaganza. And to my left, you guys know who we got. He's known from state to state, city to city, county to county, coast to coast. He is known the world over. It's the one, it's the only. It's Pops.
Yeah, welcome to True School Sports. We're gonna have a great live today. Take over, BT.
So listen, you guys know, man, every time I go live for one of these Tim Tszyu lives, you know, we always want to put up some like crazy numbers. I'm not sure what to expect for this live. You guys want to help replicate some of that success. Don't be stingy. Take a moment, take some time, smash that like button, and help your boy BT out. Help this live be one of the most lit lives in the history of the channel. You know, it's a great fight. It's one of the, I truly think from now to like probably like June, we're kicking off a historically great run of great fights coming up, you know. So yeah, really happy to be here. You know, shout out to all of our viewers in America. Shout out to all of our viewers in Australia. And yeah, let us know where you're watching from. Give us your predictions. If you're new to this channel, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, man. So before we start paying, before we really lock in on the fight, I wanted to pretty much just, you know, acknowledge the people in the comments, the people that are here that have already chimed in. So let's see, got my man Cash Cow in the building. Cash Cow, True School. Hey mate, how are things? I can't complain, man. Lot of stuff going on. Busy life, but blessed. Thank you. Good to see you. Got 704 Joe in the building. Peace. I got Tony Harrison. Yup. Shout out to Tony Harrison. Detroit in the building. We'll be interested. Yeah, a lot of unknowns, a lot of factors going into this fight. A lot of things. Harrison will look great early, but he will eventually crumble against the Soul Taker. Is that what they call him?
Wow.
Is that Tim Tszyu's nickname? I never heard that nickname ever. So
you're putting on game.
Yeah, we got Baltimore in the building. Baltimore, shout out to Baltimore. We got LA in the building. Leroy Smith in LA. You know, got my man Cash Cow from Australia. Shout out to Australia. Jesus Sam in the building. Saludos BT. Yeah, Marcelino Lopez versus Velasquez be a decent little scrap. Good to see Velasquez getting a step up. He's been doing his thing, you know. But anyway, let me see. We go here. We go over there. So Pops, before we get any further, I wanted to kind of like swing it over to you. What are your predictions for the fight? Like, who are you picking to win? What's your prediction and why?
I'm riding with Tim Harrison.
Who?
I mean,
who?
I mean,
Tim Harrison.
No. I mean, Tony Harrison. I'm riding with him. I think from the press conference, the leading to everything, he's got the mental edge, in my opinion, going into this fight against a young, hungry fighter in Tszyu. I think that the only questions that I will say, he's got a good jab. He knows how to throw it out there. I said the only question that I have with Harrison will be, will he fold or will he stay focused all the way into the last ring of the bell? As for Tszyu, people say he's got a lot of pressure on him because of the crowd, because of being at home. I don't think so. I think he's handling it the way he's supposed to handle it, and hopefully he can come out there and do what he's got to do. But if I was Harrison, I would not take Tim Tszyu lightly at all.
Yeah. Well, look.
So Harrison with a UD.
Now, I actually have the same prediction as my dad. I have a Tony Harrison by UD as well, but I gotta be honest. The closer this fight gets, I don't know why I'm getting less and less confident in my pick. And you may be saying, "Well, BT, why would you pick Tony Harrison if you're losing confidence the closer the fight gets?" Because he's Tony Harrison. Like, losing big fights is what he does. Like, traditionally, like I'm not trying to be a hater or a dickhead, but like he just loses big fights. Now, like if he fights to his best ability, I feel like he can beat Tim Tszyu. I feel like the jab and more importantly, everyone's talking about the jab, but more importantly for Tony Harrison, I think the key to this fight is actually the straight right hand, because we saw in the Goucher fight, that's what Tim Tszyu got dropped with. And Tim Tszyu a fighter that likes to fight in a high guard. Sometimes that high guard can get a bit wide. So if that high guard kind of widens, that gives Tony Harrison a chance to drop that much more educated straight right hand in there. So the fight within the fight, as I stated earlier in my YouTube short, the fight within the fight is basically Tony Harrison's boxing ability and IQ against the durability and the workmanlike style of a Tim Tszyu. Can Tim Tszyu get on the inside of those long arms of Tony Harrison and test Harrison's durability out? Because the reality is, we've seen it many times before. Tony Harrison's talked a good game, and then he's got into the fights and he's looked like $1 million, and then he gets taken into the trenches and he gets found out. So a lot of people kind of feel like this will be a repeat of Willie Nelson, Jarrett Hurd, Jermell Charlo too. We shall soon see.
No, I don't think so. I think he's going to come in here with he's more motivated than ever to get this fight, to beat Tim Tszyu, so he can get the trilogy with Charlo if he beats him. So I think he's got more going on to him. The only thing that I ask him is to be more focused. Don't start showboating. And one thing that you brought out, BT, that we were talking behind the scenes, you were saying that one thing about Tony Harrison, he really hasn't been that active like he should be.
No, I mean that's another reason why I'm getting less and less. I don't know why. It's actually this doesn't happen to me. Normally, when I pick a fighter to win a fight, when I pick a fighter to win a fight, I just stick with it, and I'm not really overwhelmed. But I don't know what it is. I'm overwhelmingly becoming less confident the closer the fight gets about Tony Harrison. What were you saying?
No, I was just telling you that because of his fights, the way he hasn't been as active.
Yeah, he hasn't been active. That's another thing too. Since he lost to Jermell Charlo in the rematch back in December of 2019, he's only fought twice, he was very Jekyll and Hyde he was very Florida Panther he had a fight against Brian Perella, which was really a tailor-made fight for him. A guy in Perella who was coming up from 47 to 54 in his first fight at 154. He was supposed to look good, and not only did he get a draw and look subpar, I really thought he lost, and he was very fortunate to get out of there with a draw against Perella. Then when he fought Sergio Garcia, he kind of put us back on notice as to why we rate him so highly in the first place. So that's the thing with Tony Harrison. He's a hard guy to predict because you just don't know what the hell you're going to get from fight to fight. That's why I used to always campaign for him to fight Luis Arias, because it's two of the most inconsistent fighters in the division. Yeah,
you know. That. I mean, you also would you agree with what he says though when he came out? He was saying that Tim Tszyu's resume is not really that big of a big, would you agree with him that he says that he the whole time he was coming out saying that how did Tim Tszyu get all these big fights when he really doesn't?
I don't know why Tony's worried about a piece of paper. He's from Detroit. He probably didn't even graduate high school. What the fuck is he worried about? Why is Tony worried about a piece of paper? He probably didn't even graduate high school. And if he did, whatever. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, Tony Harrison, it doesn't matter who Tim. He don't got to worry about being Julian Williams. He got to worry about being you. Yeah. All right. So that's what he need to worry about.
And he said, I mean, to his credit, Tim Tszyu very humble. He came out. He was just saying hey, you know what? I beat the man who I have to beat the man to get to where I got to get at. And you were the next man in line. That's why I chose.
Hyro says, but BT, Tony Harrison's dad decides. Plus, Perella got a draw after that. Perella won that fight too. Perella been getting screwed left and right. Honestly, he's one of the most. He got screwed that fight and he got screwed the fight after. He really should have won those two fights he got draws in. But Hyro, you're not allowed to make that point. Because you always shit on Philip Hrgovic when I say that. So if I can't say that for Hrgovic, you can't say that shit about Tony Harrison. And Alex, shout out to Alex. I see you in the chat, Alex Prince Eris, my man Alex. Make sure you guys, for those of you who really watch this channel, you guys know Alex. He's been on a lot of these lives before.
He's very important.
He's a very important part of the history of this channel. Sure. Shout out to him in the chat. He said Alex has got Tim Tszyu. He's got Tim Tszyu by 10th round TKO. So Alex is so it's funny, right? Because I remember Alex back when I had my apartment all those years ago. When I had my apartment, he was at my house. At my old apartment in Dayton Beach. And I remember we sat down. You remember this, Alex? He picked Tony Harrison to beat Jarrett Hurd, and I told him no. Tony Harrison ain't gonna beat Jarrett Hurd. Yeah, Jarrett Hurd's gonna fold him up because that's what Tony Harrison does. And now it's funny, I'm picking Tony Harrison now. Yeah, and Alex is kind of doing it. So this sounds like it's gonna be Alex's chance to get me back, But for those of you who are tuning in, first of all, we appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining us, man. Make sure you guys wait, why is it open? Good. I got a comment to you. You don't gotta do that. I got a comment to you. Good. Thank you guys for joining us. Just so you guys know, the Showtime telecast is on right now. They're in the studio. They got Abner Mares. They got Jermell Charlo in the building. So Jermell Charlo will be watching this fight in studio with Showtime, doing commentary. Because he probably fighting the winner of this fight. But right now, not a whole lot is happening. So while we're sitting here,
predictions,
waiting in the meantime, give us your predictions. Let us know what you guys think. It's been a crazy day in boxing. So for those of you who haven't seen some of the other notable fights in boxing today, Diego Pacheco, he had his UK debut today against Jack Cullen, and he looks like $1 million. Diego Pacheco went there today against Cullen and absolutely destroyed him in 4 rounds. You saw glimpses into why people like myself and Eddie Hearn rate the kid so highly. Really good stuff from Diego Pacheco. So he's kind of shed the prospect label. He's now a contender, and he's on to bigger and better things. I think Diego's probably 2 or 3 fights away from the world title.
How about the surprise we're taking?
And then the real surprise of the day, and I haven't even had a chance to sit down and watch the highlights yet, but I've heard about it and I've been reading about it. Tony Yoka, the former Olympic gold medalist, he lost.
That's crazy.
To Carlos Takam.
Like,
I couldn't believe it.
The last couple of fights I've seen from him, though, but it's not been the greatest either.
Huh?
From Yoka. I mean, he lost today. The last fight he had wasn't. I forgot who else he fought that wasn't good either. So, where does he go from here?
Who? Tony Yoka? Well, I think at this point, look, for him, at this point, he's at a stage of his career where to get anything out of it, he's gonna have to really go to like a place he's never gone to and really improve at a rapid rate. Because right now, to me, he's the French Ali Harrison. You know who Ali Harrison is? Ali Harrison was the gold medalist for the UK in I think the 2008 Olympics, and then he turned pro and he started to get knocked out by everybody. Got knocked out by what was it? Was it David Price? I think it was David Price. Got knocked out by him, or was it Tony Thompson or David Price? One of those two.
Right.
And then he got retired by Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder was his last fight.
That was it.
And that was it. He was a gold medalist, had all these great things to amateurs, and then boom, right when he got to the pros, he started getting beat up by everybody. So
yeah, the best fight that I enjoyed that we've been watching was the fight that I was really excited about was my boy from Canada against Bad Chad Dawson.
Yeah, last night, me and Pops were rewatching some old fights. We watched John Pascal
versus for a minute, man.
Chad Dawson. Yep.
Shout out to Rival Gloves, Russ,
Amber,
and the other trainer he got there. Yeah, we met him when we were in New York.
Well, that's the thing, Alex. Tony Harrison's always on his way to winning these big fights. He just, the one time, apart from the first Charlo fight, he just never wins them.
Mm-hmm.
He never wins them. He talks a great game. He sells a lot of wolf tickets. He looks great. He looks like the most skilled 54-pounder. And then somebody knocks the fuck out of him, and he always folds. Yeah. So I'm hoping today, and I feel like today in this fight with Tim Tszyu, although I like Tim Tszyu, and I think Tim Tszyu is an awesome fighter, and I think Tim Tszyu will be a top contender for years to come, I still do feel like Tony Harrison's experience level is still a bit too much for him. So that's really the only reason I'm picking him, to be honest. Yeah. If I'm keeping it all the way a buck, all the way a spade. Cash Cow says, I love both fighters, but Tony's getting a beating tonight. Wow. Negative. Woo! Don't make me rip that American flag off my wall. Don't make me do it, champ.
What I will say about Tim Tszyu side is you got to put a lot of respect on Tszyu. Tszyu didn't come here to the U.S. and say let me just sit here and keep taking more tune-up fights and do this and that. He says, I want the crunch to the crunch.
I met Tim Tszyu. So I met Tim Tszyu at his media workout before the Goucher fight. And the dudes, I know Tony Harrison was calling him a diva because I'm not going to lie. I watched how he came into that red truck. He did kind of look like a diva. But if you actually talk to him, the guy is one of the furthest things from a diva. He doesn't care about the chit chat. He doesn't really care about the glitz and the glam of boxing. He really just he's really just about the fight, the fight. So that's what it's going to be. Even if you ask Tim Tszyu about his favorite fighters and who he likes to watch fight, he doesn't like guys that move around. His favorite fighters are the ones that go and he likes the Mexican fighters. He likes the Mexican fighters.
They sit and fight the whole time in the middle ring.
They sit there. The fight. They fight for 3 minutes straight. They come for a war. So
he with that dancing and all that.
No, and see that's the interesting thing, right? Tony Harrison likes to box, move. He's got a style to him. So that's the style clash we're going to deal with. The classic style of boxer versus pressure fighter.
I was some articles that said that Tim Tszyu will probably get knocked down by Harrison. Who do you think has a woman power in this battle?
Who's the bigger puncher?
Yeah,
Tim. Definitely Tim. Definitely Tim.
Yeah.
But Tony can crack too. Like Tony Harrison isn't he's not Paulie Malignaggi or Michael McKinson. The guy can really crack. I mean, he's just not hitting like a Tim Tszyu. So I think for Tony, when it comes to utilizing that power, it's all about punching on the move and picking your spots. You don't want to make this a thing where you get into exchanges with him because then you're going to put yourself on the 8 ball. And by the way, For those of you asking me, has the main card started? You can clearly hear I'm not really talking about no fights.
Yeah,
so the answer is no. There's no fights on right now. All that's on the screen right now is Brian Custer and the guys in the studio talking. So once something happens, we get closer, or there's ring walk, or there's a fight, trust me, I will let you guys know, as I've been doing on these lives for the last, I don't know how many years we've been doing them. So
you say, Tim, what would you say is Tim Tszyu's strongest point that you would think would be work to his advantage against a guy that loves to throw the jab, a guy that likes to fight from the outside in a Harrison? What do you see the strongest point?
Strongest point is the stamina.
His
strongest point is what Harrison's weakest point.
Yeah.
You know, his durability, his stamina. And the thing is that's a strong point for him. But if he doesn't get on the inside of those arms, or not even just that, I don't even think Tim Tszyu needs to be that kind of fighter. Because Tim Tszyu can actually box a little bit. Not like I don't think he's a better technical fighter than Tony Harrison, but he's got technical skills.
Right.
And you know, there are some people out there that believe that Tim Tszyu is going to really show them technical skills tonight. So we'll see.
In your opinion, I know it might be they say no question is a dumb question, but I got to ask it anyways. Do you feel that Tim Tszyu is actually feeling the pressure of coming out?
Nothing bothers him. Nothing bothers that guy.
So
nothing.
The pressure from the crowd.
Nothing.
Not fighting in his own crowd.
Nothing. Nothing's gonna bother Tim Tszyu. Nothing.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a shit about anything.
Yeah, I was watching one of his interviews yesterday. He was saying the same thing. He says that he was saying Harrison's just talking about a BS, and he was saying like, no, I'm calm right now. If you touch my heart, it's still the same calm. The same rhythm, still the same.
Eddie wants to know, BT said, BT, in your opinion, who was winning before the Charlo stopped Harrison? Tim was absolutely schooling Tony Harrison, I should say. Tony Harrison was schooling Charlo before he started getting stupid and careless and being an idiot, you know? It was easy. I mean, I don't remember what I had it, but he was winning wide.
Yeah.
I mean, he actually was boxing Charlo better in the second fight than he was the first fight before he got stopped. That's what I think. That's what I think. Now, Hyro, I gotta call Hyro out on this. And for those of you here, just so you guys know, Hyro is a good friend of the channel. So I'm gonna call him a lot because Hyro has a reputation for talking that bullshit when it comes to boxing. But Hyro keeps talking about Tony Harrison's body and how it looks better than he's ever seen it in his life. So what? So what? He's an in shape black guy with abs. What did he fucking do? There's a lot of in shape black dudes with abs that lose fights. Like, come on, man.
What's his point?
What's your point? Hyro? What? He's got abs. So abs are gonna win Tony Harrison in a fight? No.
To be real, I ain't looking at no damn fighter when I'm going to a fight. You know what I'm saying? But hey, go ahead, Harold. Talk your stuff.
Tim was gonna get Harrison on the ropes and put in the work. Do you think so? We'll see.
I can see that happening. That's how. I mean, if you remember that Charlo fight, Charlo caught him with a good right, and then rocked him, and that was he went out attack mode, and that was it for Harrison. So I mean, it could happen.
I'm gonna say this. I want to make this very clear. I want Hyro to listen. So Hyro, open your ears up when I say this. Tony Harrison normally on his trunks and his wardrobe, he always wears like a Detroit sports team. So like one fight he did when he beat Charlo the first fight, he had the Detroit Tigers. When he lost to Charlo in the rematch, he had the Detroit Lions. When he beat Sergio Garcia, he had the Pistons. Tonight, he's rocking the Detroit Red Wings. Now, I don't know if y'all watch hockey, but the Detroit Red Wings is like the best American hockey team, like as far as like championships
history-wise,
and they're one of the most historical franchises. They're the best sports team in Detroit. If he loses tonight and disgraces the Detroit Red Wings, I don't want to hear it, Hyro. I don't want to hear from you no more about Tony Harrison. I don't want to hear a damn thing again about Tony Harrison.
Shout out to all the Australian fans that are here with us. If you're here, you know, we ain't sleeping on Tim Tszyu.
No.
We're not sleeping on Tim Tszyu.
I'm a Tim Tszyu fan. You know,
I like both fighters, to be honest with you. I'm a big fan of both of them.
I'm just glad it's happening. You know, you gotta give a lot of credit for Tim Tszyu because a lot of fighters, when they have, like, I'll use an example, right? Caleb Plant, right? I like Caleb Plant. I'm going to be rooting for him come March 25th. But when Caleb Plant was before the Canelo fight, he had like a 9-month layoff, and he could have fought somebody and took an intermediate fight, but he sat on his ass and waited. You know, he fought Caleb Truax, and he had like a long layoff, and then he fought Canelo. But when Tim Tszyu was in that same situation with Charlo, he's not doing what Caleb Plant did. He's actually doing like the opposite. He's literally fighting probably the toughest guy he could have possibly fought.
Yeah.
Tony Harrison. So, yeah. And the good thing about this fight, and I like I said, you look at boxing right now. Boxing is in a great place because, like I said, starting this week from like now to like June, you're gonna get a long stretch of great fights. I mean, like this week we got Harrison Tszyu. Next week we got John Pascal, Michael Eifert, which is a cool fight, but it's really for John Pascal.
Yeah.
March 25th you got Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez. April 8th you got Mendoza.
Yeah.
You got Mendoza versus Fundura. April 22nd, you got Ryan Garcia versus Tank.
Ooh.
April 29th, you got Virgil Ortiz versus Stanianis. May the 7th, you got Inoue Fulton. May 20th, you got Devin Haney versus Lomachenko. May 20th, you also have Katie Taylor versus Serrano, apparently.
Wow.
And then I think they're saying June. I think June is going to be Lopez versus, what's his name?
Mm-hmm.
Taylor. So it's a lot of boxing. And I'm sure I missed a bunch of fights. But listen, guys, we have one of the fights on now. Right now, the co-main event is on. You got South Florida's very own Yuniesky Gonzalez right now.
Him?
He's taking on Akuso. What was the guy's name? Akuso.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
They were gassing this dude up, Akuso. This dude at the press conference. They were gassing him up. But Yuniesky Gonzalez, the former light heavyweight title challenger.
I remember I talked to him a few weeks ago. I wanted to interview him.
Yeah, we saw him at the gym right here in Mundo.
Yeah.
But
Shout out to Mundo
he's taking on Paulo Ocaso. Now, for those of you who don't know, Paulo Ocaso, I don't know what his amateur background is, but it's got to be pretty good because this guy is 3-0 taking on Yuniesky Gonzalez. So put that sound on.
All you guys here, give your last predictions. Tell what city, what state, what country you're from. We'll give you a shout out.
We're here in the 6th round. Good jab by Yuniesky Gonzalez.
Super chat if you like to support the channel. Keep in mind, BT headed to Japan. Any support will help. Thank you.
So yeah, right now we're in the 6th round of Yuniesky Gonzalez versus Paulo Ocaso. And right now, Ocaso, the southpaw. Oh! Gonzalez is hurt! And Paulo Ocaso has put Yuniesky Gonzalez flat on his ass.
That was a knockdown?
No. He got hit. Three punches. You didn't see the 3 punches?
No.
Quick.
Wow.
Paulo Ocaso, the Olympian, just dropped Gonzalez here in round 6.
Where's he from?
Australia.
Oh. Ocaso?
Yeah.
Oh, he's the one sitting next to Tony Harrison.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Left hand from Ocaso. Gonzalez in trouble.
Oh.
And Saved by the Bell. Man.
Australian guys, Australia's coming, boy.
This just getting sad. Like seeing Yuniesky Gonzalez to be used to get beat up by everybody. There's your boy, his trainer.
Yeah.
But now like
Yuniesky
Gonzalez got beat up by Andre Durrell. Now Paulo Ocaso's beating him up. The fight before that, the fight before Durrell, he got beat up by Gilberto Ramirez.
Yeah, I remember that, man.
Like it's just like, I mean, I was okay with Zotto. Like I think he should have retired after the Zotto fight because that was a great. To me, that was his last stand.
Right.
He don't really got much to give anymore. I saw him running the track one day.
Good?
There was one day when I went to Mundo Boxing Gym. For those of you who don't know, Mundo Boxing Gym is where Yuniesky Gonzalez trains sometimes.
Tropical Park.
And Mundo Boxing Gym is in this big park called Tropical Park.
God.
They got everything. They got baseball fields, basketball courts, a trail,
soccer,
soccer field, in a cage soccer field, basketball courts,
all in one.
And they got a track too. So I went to the track after I went to go interview Filip Hrgović because I wanted to go run myself. And while I was running, I saw Yuniesky Gonzalez running around. Mm-hmm. He even looked slow when he was running. I'm like, man,
how old is he?
I don't know, but he's been in a lot of fights. But anyway, we go to round 7. Yuniesky Gonzalez versus Paulo Ocaso.
Paulo Ocaso looking hungry.
I don't know. I'm starting to everybody after Gilberto Ramirez that's fighting Yuniesky Gonzalez, I'm taking it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I mean, and you gotta pray for
I'm not trying to like put him down. I like him. He's a true warrior.
You just want him to get hurt.
I got nothing but great thing to say about Yuniesky Gonzalez because he's fought all comers and he's been a great guy for the sport. But sometimes you just gotta know when to say when.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to get so hurt to the point where you can't. He's a nice guy. When I talked to him, he was just busy. He couldn't give me the interview.
Just so you know, according to Jairo, Yuniesky Gonzalez is 37 years old.
Wow. And Akasuko,
man, Paulo Ocaso's quick.
Is he young?
He's super quick.
But he's young too, right?
Nice jab to the start there from Ocaso.
Maggie's like in his 20s. Ocaso?
Yeah. And UDS Gonzalez is just like kind of plotting and waiting and
he's not really answering back. He's like,
Paulo Ocaso's fighting at whatever pace he wants to fight at. Good, there you go.
Yeah.
Decent overhand right there by Gonzalez that just grazes the chin of Paulo Ocaso.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Good left hand by Ocaso. Then he bounces right around Nunez Gonzalez. And now he's boxing with his hands down. There's 2 jabs there from Nunez Gonzalez. And Paulo Ocaso is just begging Nunez Gonzalez to come forward. Literally has his hands down, begging him to come in.
Shaking his head, cocky. Not cocky, but whatever you want to call it. I don't like that.
Are they trying to fast track Paulo? I mean, if he's 3-0 and he's already fighting a Nunez Gonzalez, then yes. I mean, I don't know a ton about him, but he's got a tattoo of the Olympics on his back.
Yeah.
So that's got to mean he was an Olympian. But right now he's in firm control. Right now, the former world title challenger, the Cuban Gonzalez, he's just plodding forward, and
it's a lot faster than Gonzalez. Speed, movement, just used against the old. No disrespect.
There you go. Good body shot there by Ocaso.
Gonzalez not throwing a lot of punches.
Yeah, Nunez Gonzalez is just letting Paulo Ocaso, guys. He's literally like he'll land a punch or two and he'll take a stroll around the ring. And Nunez Gonzalez isn't putting no pressure on him. He's not coming forward. He's not letting his hands go. There's just not a lot of firepower. You know, is that Paulo Ocaso's nickname? Apparently his nickname is Sweet Pea.
Okay.
He need to get knocked the fuck out. And only one Sweet Pea. That's Pernell Whitaker.
That's it.
He need to get knocked out. If that's his nickname, he need to get knocked the hell out.
There's one thing better than one here.
I don't like that bullshit. You ain't fucking Pernell Whitaker.
Yeah. I mean, young,
Sweet Pea.
brash. You can tell he's brash because, I mean, you got an older fighter and you're fighting and you're dominating him. You put your hands down, you start shaking your face and all that. Come on, man. It just shows you it's good you're confident, but you're being immature at the same time. All it takes is Gonzalez can catch you with one fucking right and you're done. Get humble real quick. But I get it. You're a confident young kid. You're 3-0, going up to be trying to be 4-0. So probably one of your biggest fights with this guy right here, Gonzalez.
Yep.
So I get it.
Harold wants to know how many tickets did they give out to for the Tim Tszyu fight. Well, Harold, this isn't really a PBC show, so that means they probably actually sold the tickets. You know, this isn't like when
it's Australia.
It's Australia where
this ain't no. Thank you, Heyman.
Yeah, this isn't Al Heyman papering the event and all that stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But thank you for asking. Good question. Shout out to all 38 of you here. Make sure you guys don't be stingy. Please smash that like button. Listen, if you haven't done so already, smash that like button. Let's try to get this shit to at least 100 likes before the main event. The main event is next. And right now, Paulo Ocaso and Gonzalez, they're doing a lot of exchanging. Ocaso got caught with a right hand. And
damn, Porter's out there too?
Yeah.
He's making that money. Shout out to Joe Porter.
He got a beautiful family, but that shit's expensive. Mm-hmm. Tim Tszyu is a big star in Australia. He's their Mike Tyson. Pretty much. There you go. Good left hand by Paulo Ocaso. And then he dips to his right and makes Gonzalez completely miss the left hook. Oh! Nice left hander on the guard there from Paulo Ocaso. And Nunez Gonzalez is doing that Cuban boxing shit. You gotta throw that shit out and go forward.
Yeah.
Ocaso not worried at all, not one iota about anything Nunez Gonzalez is bringing to the table. Just moving and grooving, bouncing around the ring.
You know, man, when you say matchmakers pick, they know how to pick the fighter.
Big right hook there from Ocaso.
Yeah.
And this is why I won't talk down on Gonzalez, because Gonzalez is tough. He's very tough.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you want to put him away, you're going to have to really put him away.
He's not going to go back down.
This is the guy that beat up John Pascal on HBO years ago and got robbed. There you go. Good left hand by Paulo Ocaso. Oh, uppercut Paulo Ocaso. And Paulo Ocaso is flashing the leather right now in Australia. Nunez Gonzalez might as well just get Everlast tattooed on his chest, because right now that's what Ocaso's working like a heavy bag.
Look what he's doing.
And he's having a ball right now.
I don't like that. You think that's not showboating like that? I don't like that.
What you think?
An older guy, older heavyweight.
It's Unieski's job to make him stop doing that.
It's disrespectful though. Come on, man.
You're in the ring.
Fucking 3-0. You haven't done shit yet.
You're in the ring.
You're fucking.
You're in the ring.
You're fucking prospect.
You can express yourself how you want. If the other guys have a problem with it, he can change it for you right quick.
I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, the guy's older guy, and yeah, he's trying to do things. You don't sit there and do all that showboating for shit. You ain't done shit yet. Fuck you talking about?
I'm a little got me inspired right now.
He's a fucking prospect. Fucking 3 fights and 4 fight things, all that. He'll get fucked up on another heavyweight real quick. I don't like that. I wish him the best, I just don't like that.
So
fuck that.
My dad's a weird guy. Now I'll get to that in a second, but let me ask you a question. So if he just went in there and he didn't throw no hard punches and moved in a straight line, and then in the post-fight interview he says, I think my manager promoter, I want to fight whoever my team tells me. Would you much rather like that?
All I'm saying is
no. Answer my question. Answer my damn. Please answer my question, please.
The question I'm
respectfully.
What's it again?
Would you rather a guy showboat like Paulo Costa is showboating, or would you rather him move in straight lines, throw pity pat punches, get a boring decision win, and then after in the post-fight interview say, "I want to thank my manager, my team, and all that stuff." Which one would you rather want? Which one do you want?
I don't worry about that.
Make a decision, please.
All I'm saying is,
make a decision.
I do not like a young buck that's coming up.
You want to answer the question?
And they sit there.
You're tiptoeing on the question,
right? Because I don't like when a young buck comes in there and is actually acting like
all right, guys.
this.
I'm gonna expose this guy right now.
I don't like that. He's fighting good. Don't get me. Acosta's fighting good.
I'm gonna expose him right now.
Come on, get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna expose.
You won fucking 3 fights, and now you think you're motherfucking Sonny Liston. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna expose him right now. So, Pops, did you watch Dan Aziz today?
Oh yeah.
And he counts 4, right? He throws a lot of punches.
Yeah.
And isn't that what you normally like?
I like a guy.
Answer my question.
Every style that I like.
Answer my question. You're not answering none of my questions.
I'm going about it a diplomatic way. I'm saying it depends what style he. I didn't like the style that he fought. He fought good. But he didn't fight nobody either. So
I'm not asking you who they fought. I'm asking you like you're skating around all my questions. I'm not. All right, I'm done. You're pissing me off. Pissing me off. I'm exposing him because he hates when people throw pity pat punches and don't have no personality. Then when a guy has personality, now he's saying it's a problem. And then earlier today, Dan Aziz, who's a light heavyweight contender, all he does is come forward and throw punches, and that's all this guy likes is come forward and throw punches. And now he says there's a problem with it.
You got an older fighter in Gonzalez, right? You know he's not at your level, right? Give the man some respect.
Don't know that because it's a step-up fight because he only has 3 fights. That's so you don't know that.
Who's that?
Paulo Costa doesn't know that Unieski Gonzalez is this level because Unieski Gonzalez is a veteran fighter, and he's showing you in the ring.
But they already fought. They
already fought. The fight's not over.
I'm saying
the fight's not over.
No, I'm saying they fought like 9 rounds already, 8 rounds already.
Okay, the fight's not done. This is not baseball where if you're up by 8 runs.
No, I'm just saying you cannot showboat.
Why not?
Give the guy some respect. You ain't all that yet.
So
you haven't won.
Let me ask you a question.
To me, you haven't won my respect.
Let me ask you a question.
Who the fuck did he fought before this guy? Nobody.
Let me ask you a question. You like Prince Ahmed?
Yeah.
And what did he do? He fought guys way bummier than. I mean, Unieski's not a bum, but I'm saying Naseem Hamed fought some fucking cans, and did flips and fucking did worse than Acosta. But you like him.
I didn't.
But you like him.
But I was telling the same thing. But I'm not going to give a 3-0 prospect who fucking probably fought a lot of garbage shit to build him up, and then he finally fights a decent fighter, an older fighter. Look.
Here comes Unieski. Here he comes. We're around 9, by the way, guys. Round 9 is almost done.
But I mean, he's good.
Basically, I'm using Pop's guy to show prospect. Fighters out there, don't listen to fuck the fans, because as you can tell with this guy, they don't know what they want. I
know what I want.
They need the networks. If
a young buck comes in to show me out and I'm an old man,
they need the
you
networks.
ain't giving my respect.
They need the network to tell them what is good and tell them what's entertaining, because clearly they can't make up their mind.
I can.
Because you don't like Dan Aziz who comes forward and punches.
I just didn't like the style he was fighting. He didn't impress me. He was a good fighter. He did what he had to do. He won, but it didn't impress me. This guy's out there fucking slow blowing this guy like he's all that. He's an old guy.
There's gonna come a point in his career he's gonna have a boring ass fight, and you're gonna criticize him too for that fight.
I want him to get.
I like him.
Oh, he's good. Talented.
So if you dislike him, that means you're gonna really hate Ben Whitaker. That's that British light heavyweight that won the silver medal. He's trying to Sugar Hill. I interviewed him recently. He's way cockier than this guy.
I like Whitaker.
He's way cockier. He's way cockier.
I like Whitaker. Listen, I could never live with my dad.
You sound ridiculous. True school sports is like watching a Rocky movie. Why you say that? Why you say that?
You're going forward. Oh, it's over?
No. Oh. So here you go. The 10th and final round in our co-main event. Paulo Acosta versus Yuniesky Gonzalez. Make sure you smash that like button. We here. You're untouchable.
Did he win a gold medal?
I don't know what he won. There you go. Good jab by Paulo Acosta.
Gonzalez not even ranked, right?
Man, Yuniesky Gonzalez been losing fights left and right.
Yeah, he's an old guy.
Yuniesky Gonzalez on a 2-fight losing streak, and they both been by stoppage.
Was it a journey?
In fact, if Yuniesky Gonzalez goes the distance this fight, it'll be the first time he's gone the distance in like 3 fights. He can knock out by everybody. Andre Durrell, Zordo.
What's people's predictions? What's everybody's prediction for the next fight?
He didn't medal in the Olympics.
He didn't?
No. Yeah, Australian Olympian.
I respect to him. I'm just like, oh man, he's not. Jesus
Christ. Woo! Paulo Acosta looking like the Australian David Morrell.
Yeah, he's trying to hurt this motherfucker.
He's trying to put Yuniesky out. He's trying to send him. Honestly, look, I don't care how this fight ends. Yuniesky needs to hang it up after this fight.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's putting himself in danger, to be honest. Just like Gamboa hung up, right? Gamboa hung it up. But that's why you have matchmakers, as you say.
1 minute and 24 seconds up to round 10 between Yuniesky Gonzalez and Paulo Acosta.
How long has this guy been fighting?
Acosta?
No, Gonzalez. Years?
Like,
oh, okay.
I remember seeing him fight HBO like 7 years ago.
Oh, wow. So he got knowledge.
There you go. Good job from Yuniesky Gonzalez.
Shout out to him, though.
There you go. Nice, sharp left hand from
Pedro Diaz, Mundo Boxing. He could be a trainer.
People out there in the main event, well, we'll soon have our workday boxing belt. There's some great fights.
Right now, Paulo Acosta is just stalking Gonzalez on the ring. Gonzalez looking for that one big shot, but
it ain't happening.
It ain't coming.
Oh, this guy's too quick, too smart, and too young. It's like me and you going in the ring. That's me, Gonzalez, and that's you.
There you go. Good.
Damn.
Good hook there by Acosta. He said Gonzalez fought everyone. He's gonna fight the king of the deposit, Christopher Lovejoy, next. That's right. The most ducked and avoided fighter in the heavyweight division.
Hey man, I gotta give it to Lovejoy. He might not have the skills and everything, but he knows how to get that bag.
Josh boy, good to see you. He says, hey, good morning from Korea, guys. Long time no speak. Woke up late, but glad I didn't miss the main fight. Good way to spend a hungover morning. Yeah, man, good to see you here. And it's been a minute since I seen you in the chat, but good to see you here. Listen, if for those of you who haven't given your predictions yet, drop your predictions down below. Let us know where you're watching from. Make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel, and definitely do that too. Alex wants to know, did Gamboa hang up his gloves? No, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't.
No, in fact, recently, maybe I'm gonna say 4 or 5 months ago, the last I heard of Gamboa,
the accident.
He beat up some dude in the gym. There was some guy. Remember, he beat up some guy at Salah's gym.
Yeah, but before that, after that, he went to Cuba. He got in a car accident or something. They had him locked up.
Yeah,
he had a major freaking accident. I don't know if the laws charged him or something, but he's old too. He got to hang him up too.
So my man Ghost says, salute to the chat, BT and Pop. He says Paulo Acosta is better than Atif Overton, and to that I say, please go back to doing what you were doing.
Hell no, hell no. I like this guy when I see him.
Okoso's cool. I mean, if you want to go off the amateur experience and pedigree, I guess you can do that. But nah, man, He ain't fucking with Atif. Atif's gonna be light heavyweight champion.
And how many fights Atif got in already?
Atif got maybe what? 7 or 8?
Yeah,
9,
so
something like that.
He's gonna be very tough.
But I'll tell you, hey, that'd be a good fight though. I'll tell you this. I like to see who's better. Make it happen. Hyro says,
I like this
get ready for Sean Porter's bias because he doesn't like fighters that can box. He's proven it. He doesn't like Fulton, Morrell, Harrison, or Fury.
Oh, he likes fighters. He doesn't like these skills. Basically, he's saying.
Go says BT. This is a Coastal's third fight. Look at the skill set. I'm seeing the skill set, but I'm also seeing. I'm not gonna fool myself either. Like, bro, like Unieski Gonzalez, like the gym that's right up the street from my house, Mundo Boxing. Like, we see Unieski. We see Unieski. So I know what kind of condition he's in. I know like he's past it, bro. Like I'm not trying to discredit the Coastal. The skill set is definitely there. He's definitely one for the future. He's definitely a prospect. We should all keep a tab on him. But
it's like having a racehorse.
I like Atif.
A racehorse has got a lot of mileage. You know his time is up. You can't keep riding him on the same race.
We got my main man out there in the black country. I'm out there in Birmingham, in England. Nathan Carey, what's good, champ? He is past it, but he is better than anything Atif has fought.
Who's this?
I mean, see.
You talking about the resume he's had?
I don't care about resumes. I mean, honestly, like that's cool. That's cool. Like, I bet he wouldn't beat Atif. I promise you. I guarantee you he wouldn't. All that running around the ring he's doing, I think he would fucking knock his head into the upper deck. He do that
with a quickness.
And I'm actually gonna disagree with you. I don't think Unieski is better than anything on Atif's resume. He's only better than his resume so far as name value, but as far as the caliber of fighter he presently is, he's not. That Russian Atif fought Brusev, Artem Brusev, the 11-0 or 12-0 Russian he fought, the last guy he fought on Showbox. I think that was better than this version of Unieski Gonzalez, but that's just me.
Yeah, Gonzalez is just old. It's the reality of it.
Here's a decision.
Did he pick it because of Sweet Pea or he pick it because of defense or something?
He needs to get knocked out for that.
Rest in peace,
So Paulo Acuso gets the unanimous decision.
So I'm gonna expose Ghost right now. He says the Russian Atif fought was walking in straight lines, making the most base mistakes with no feet or nothing. Okay, what was Unieski Gonzalez doing this whole fight? What intricate skill set was Unieski was doing the same thing this fight, walking in. No straight lines,
no game plan.
So if two guys are doing the same exact thing and they're both losing a fight, the guy that's younger and fresher is more dangerous. Who hasn't got knocked out in his last two fights is more dangerous. So therefore, Brusev is better than Unieski Gonzalez. Your point, your claim is null and void, champ.
But respect to you with your opinion.
The Russian Atif fight was a blown up middleweight, to be honest. Okay.
What is he saying? That he's just saying
this guy wants to argue the point that Paulo Okoso, that Unieski Gonzalez is better than anything he fought. I'm just gonna respectfully agree to disagree. Artem Brusev is better than this shot the pieces version of Unieski Gonzalez. Who, by the way, since you want to talk about middleweights and blown up, Unieski Gonzalez just got stopped by a blown up super middleweight in Andre Dirrell's last fight. Come on, man. BT, do you remember Stephen Shaw? I do. Thank you for bringing it up. Yes, I do. Yes, Ghost. Yes, we do. And I like Ghost. I was talking to Ghost on Instagram today. I got mad love and respect for the brother, but like we like Stephen Shaw. I'm not wishing bad on him. Like I like him a lot actually. So he's a really good fighter, but we saw what happened to him.
Yeah,
he could be that Fag Jagba. But you know,
and I'm a BT on this with Gonzalez.
But you know,
that's name value, who he's fought in the resume. That's it. But other than that, what else will he bring? You know,
it's an
old horse. It's time. You know what happens with old horses.
And look, I listen. Again, it's no slight on Unieski Gonzalez.
No.
I was there when he fought Zorro. Was a great fight. I think that was like his last real stand in boxing. These last two fights for him, I think, have been very unnecessary. He should have retired after that fight. But
would you say though? Would you agree, like Harold was saying? With him being 37 years old, that's past his prime.
He's been past his prime.
Yeah.
Someone please book. Come on, Ghost. Please stop.
Stop
trying. Don't get your boy hurt. Don't get Stephen Shaw hurt. Don't do it, champ.
Oh,
don't do it.
All 30 of you, make sure you hit that like button, super chat.
Don't watch that Zhang.
Thank you for being here.
I really wish, you know what? I really wish somebody would book that fight. Or how about this? Why won't someone just book anybody versus Hrgović? Because we know the division don't want to fight him. We know them guys in the top 10 don't want no smoke.
Yeah.
And they wanna hide behind business. They wanna play these bullshit games where they hide behind business and they say, oh, money this, money that, but they don't really want to be champion. They don't want to be in no mandatory spot.
Well, who let me ask you a question, Brendan. Now that
BT, no one is fighting Hrgović. We know that.
Brendan.
Well, I know. I gotta remind you that the whole division is cowards. The entire division, the entire top 10 that's turned them down, pretty much. Anybody who's turned them down in the top 10, I'm cowards. I don't like throwing that word around, but it's the biggest one. The biggest one. Twice.
Yeah. Now that supposedly Usyk and Fury are fighting, right? If they weren't going to fight, it was supposed to be Usyk against Dubois. Where does Dubois go from here? Can he still fight this guy in the mix? He still got something, right?
He's in the mix.
Yeah, but they still want to do it.
Otto, M-Easy. M-Easy, and I love M-Easy because M-Easy always gets me going. M-Easy, you're full of it. You're full of it. I literally interviewed Hrgović myself, and I asked him about fighting Zhang in the rematch, and it was literally quoted on Boxing Scene and everything. Okay, he said he'd love to fight Zhang again, and he knocked him out. That's what he said. Yeah. He never avoided the Zhang rematch.
The anger he got, the frustration he got for every time.
But as far as Stephen Shaw, Frank Sanchez, or Otto, I mean, sign him up. I don't think Hrgović. Let me see. He would plaster your boy Stephen Shaw. That's not even a question in my head. Stephen Shaw.
Oh, shit.
Stephen Shaw would probably have some success early on, and then he'd get plastered somewhere in the middle rounds. Frank Sanchez would be a good fight. I think Philip will grind that one out and win. It wouldn't be a fun fight though. That'd be a boring ass fight. Otto, I think of that bunch you named, Otto will be a good fight just because of the fact that he's a big guy, southpaw, can box. I like that fight, Otto. You know what I'm saying?
Vayamos Puerto Rico, que Dios te bendiga. Dale un like y suscribe para el canal. Dios te bendiga. Yo soy boricua también.
Bro, Stephen Shaw can't even beat out, bro. You can't listen, bro. Stephen Shaw can't worry about Hrgović. He didn't even get to the Hrgović level. He has FA Jagba problems. He didn't even go worry about that. He didn't even go worry about FA Jagba.
Don't get BT going, boy. He's gonna be preaching boxing all night.
But listen, man. Listen, right now, guys, shout out to all 30 of you. Make sure you smash that like button.
Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for being here with us, talking boxing. Right now, we're just waiting for the main event. Tim Tszyu versus Tony Harrison is next. It's a really, I don't like saying that fights are a pick'em fight, but I think this fight's like a pick'em fight because I see
who you going with. I feel that before this bell ring, you're gonna pick Tszyu.
I already picked Harrison, so I'm gonna stick with it.
You stick with it?
Man.
Yeah.
I just don't like. I don't. He just loses big. Like it's just what he does. Like he's good and he's skilled, and when he's at his best, he can beat anybody. But he just loses. I'm not confident. But I'm picking him just because I think the gap in experience will be just enough, just barely enough for him to
pull it off,
outbox and maneuver his way past Tim. But I'm like still.
Tszyu got that power. He can catch him with something. You just don't know.
Zhang stops Hrgović in the rematch. Well, we don't know. Zhang might fuck around and get retired his next fight by Joe Joyce. So we'll see.
Listen, man.
But I'm gonna tell you this. I'm putting y'all on game right now. If Joe Joyce, if the stars align and somehow Zhang knocks out Joe Joyce, don't let that happen. Don't let that happen.
You're gonna hear it. Yeah. Shout out to Zhang. Zhang was
Jared. Okay. Jared Anderson. Jared Anderson needs to fight somebody who's not from Serbia. He's over here fighting dudes that play tennis. Talk about Jared Anderson.
What you said, brother?
Yeah.
You pat, like I said?
Playing I'm gonna say Jared Anderson. Jared Anderson wasn't saying nothing about Hrgović when Hrgović was actually just a regular contender. He waited till this boy became mandatory, and now you want to call him out. And he got fights lined up, and he knows. Brad Goodman literally said on Boxing Voice, they wouldn't even book that fight. So listen, we're not here to talk about heavyweights. We know all your guys' favorite heavyweights don't want to really fight.
I'm gonna say it like this: when BT got a fighter that he's been fighting for a long time, and you see something good about him, if you haven't checked BT's the notes, or how you say it, your receipts, y'all better check out your receipts, man. There's a reason why my boy BT likes the Croatian sensation, not to mention the beautiful woman.
Tim Tszyu KO. My man Josh Addo says he got Tim Tszyu by 11th round stoppage. Okay.
Would
So,
you say
a lot of people getting really, really
who do you favor the fight goes on longer? Like if
Tszyu.
Tszyu?
Definitely Tszyu.
That's what I was reading too. They say the fight, if Harrison lets this fight
well, I don't think it's a cut and dry answer. All that really depends on how much energy Tszyu makes Harrison expend early. If Tony Harrison's able to box and move and conserve his energy throughout the first couple of rounds, but still put rounds in the bank, then it can be a fight where later on it does favor him. But if Tszyu is able to, it's kind of like when Caleb Plant fought.
Damn, they already come up with this already?
Shit, they didn't waste no time. So when Caleb Plant fought Canelo, Canelo had to make Caleb Plant expend energy early, and then he got him late.
Right.
So it's the same concept. But anyway, here's the national anthem. The national anthem is being played right now. So, where's my American flag at? Fuck the bullshit right now. Where's the American flag?
Oh, look at Detroit flashing shit, boy. Yeah. Bling, bling. It's the last crunk gym box, right, brother? Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah. We're so cowardly.
Right! Yeah. For the Panthers game.
Was still there. That shit's not the flat, but look at it.
I gotta say,
damn, look at the legs.
Yeah.
Right there. Or the land of the free and the home
USA.
They ride the blue, baby. We don't run away from nobody, motherfuckers. That shit's lit.
I gotta say that Detroit Red Wings outfit is one of the best outfits I've ever seen. And he got the captain, the C, he got the C.
Yeah. He ain't playing.
I don't know if that's right there.
With golden sword, well foretold, our home is goodbye sea. Our land about in nations gives all beauty, rich and rare.
Eddie says, if Tony wins, I'm predicting that he announced that he is dating Alicia Bumgarner. He don't got to announce it. He been paying attention. He called her boo in one of his tweets after her fight.
Yeah.
In joyful strains and let us sing.
Harold says, why does this feel like a Floyd fight with all these national anthems?
Harold always gets that. I like Harold. He makes everything interesting.
All right, so there you have it. The national anthems of both USA and Australia have been complete, and now we patiently await the ring walks on what figures to be a great fight between Tony Harrison and Tim Tszyu. Smash that like button, people. Don't be stingy. Jimmy Leonard, take him away. The best announcer. Fuck Michael Buffer.
Crazy, baby.
The showdown for the WBO interim super welterweight championship of the world. And now, please welcome the boxers as they make their way to the ring. First, joining us to the red corner,
Tony Harrison. Let's go.
In the United States, he is ranked the WBO #3 contender. Here is the former WBC super welterweight champion of the world, Tony Superbad Harrison.
Man, I like the fact that he has the Captain C on. Oh my God, that's the best freaking ring outfit I ever seen. Detroit Red Wings.
Detroit, baby. We in Australia. Yeah. What's LA mean, brother?
No, me, and Michael Buffer don't have no beef. I mean, I had one bad interaction with him. No, 2 bad interactions with him. And I genuinely just have grown to like Jimmy Lennon Jr. more as an announcer.
Yeah.
So that's all it is.
Champion of the world, won the title back in 2018, then lost it in his first title defense a year later.
He's like a villain. He looks like that villain coming out.
You can see from his outfit.
And Tim Tszyu is as cool as Ice Cube right now.
Look at him.
The D, Detroit, Hockey Town, hard.
What's that LA thing for?
First to 7 that's on his back. Well, yeah.
Yo, you better focus on the fight, brother.
Communities out there in Detroit, that's 7.
Love you, Harrison, but you gotta focus on the fight. You're fighting a tough, strong Australian.
Go say whoever got beef with BT, we jumping y'all. Yeah.
Determination and confidence.
LA.
Nah, I don't got beef with nobody, man.
Tonight, knowing that Tim Tszyu hasn't really fought anyone.
I got too much going on in my life to have time for beef. They don't want that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Determination tonight to upset.
That's a good outfit, I ain't gonna lie. Got great gloves on.
Oh, he's coming out to James Brown, super bad.
Yo, it is, yeah.
He gonna win. He didn't come out to rap music, so he gonna win. So Tony Harrison's in the ring. In some of the flyest ring gear I've ever seen in my life.
You always say he would come up to Detroit stuff. That's good.
Yeah, Hyro's out here quoting Tank. He said, if this is beef, y'all would have missed smoke. He said that's only.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So Tony Harrison's in the ring.
He's gotta be. Osman gotta have the 50-50.
No.
Got it.
He took a 3 or 4 to 1 ago.
Harrison?
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring from Sydney, Australia.
Woo! Woo! Australian boxing moved up over a couple of years, though. Shout out to Australia.
All right, so here he comes, Tim Tszyu, the fighting pride of Australia.
Spanish song.
28-year-old Tim Tszyu.
That's just like a Mexican Spanish song. What? Am I hearing this right?
Well, Tim's coming off the longest layoff career.
What in the world?
It's been a year.
LJ? No, LJ's brother.
Against Terrell Gaucher, got dropped in the first round, got up, and then just.
My dad's trying to figure out the song.
I think it's a Mexican song.
Victory, the unanimous decision.
Shout out to Tim Tszyu, man.
And shout out to Glenn Jennings, his manager on the right.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
You know?
I interviewed him. He's got like 10,000 views. I like his manager.
Who don't you know in boxing, man?
A lot of people think I'm
You just met. You gotta check out that video from Brendan. With Casavado in the final. Yeah.
Interesting that his last fight of his career was.
So Tim Tszyu on his way to the ring right now, and Tim Tszyu just oozes with confidence.
You don't feel stressed.
I'm trying to tell you, I met him. Nothing bothers this guy. So Tim Tszyu getting the star treatment
Are you
right
saying
now.
that mind game shit ain't working with him?
He just doesn't care. Like,
Yeah.
that stuff works for like Tony Harrison mind games works for guys like Charles are overly emotional.
Yeah.
Like Tim Tszyu the kind of guy I could imagine like if this guy has a girlfriend and she tries to like talk his head off about some bullshit, he's not listening. He's not gonna hear it.
He gonna listen to stuff?
Nothing's gonna bother him.
Yeah.
But get your last minute predictions in, guys. If you're rocking with Team Tszyu, let me know. If you're rocking with Team Harrison, let me know.
Knockout.
Alex has Tony Harrison by UD. I got Tony Harrison by UD. But I know a lot of people out there are going with the favorite, Tim
Okay, but
Tszyu.
don't sleep on Tim Tszyu. I'm going with Harris.
Nobody's sleeping on Tim Tszyu. He's the
He's got
favorite.
power, yeah.
He's the favorite. Nobody.
Yeah.
People want to sleep on him.
Detroit, let's go, baby. Pump Jim, baby. Let's get it, baby.
And history says he got 10 by a 7-round KO.
Wow.
Oh man, this guy's getting that. He's getting the Anthony Joshua entrance. Look,
He ain't playing.
they got his
This
name
is
on.
my house.
Oh, he ain't losing.
Yeah. This is my house. Who said that? Screw that. point guard. I can't stand him anymore. It's my house.
Man, Tim Tszyu get. Oh, he's calling the Biggie.
Oh, Biggie, baby. Is he?
Oh, look at him. He's Tim on the spot. He's dancing.
Oh. Nothing like really big over there.
He's got like the Anthony Joshua, like his name. They have his name on fire.
Yeah.
Like Anthony Joshua does when he comes out.
You remember when you go see when you go see what's his name fighting Noe? That's gonna be crazy over there.
One of them at clock or not?
I can't believe how you talk about the baseball game. They're buying tickets 2 days.
Oh, I got an email today though. What they do is they send you like a link and they give you options for different sections.
Oh, okay.
I kind of like it actually.
Yeah.
When they do it. So Tim Tszyu's in the ring. All we got left is the announcements and then moment of truth.
Let's get it on. Your last prediction, guys.
So tail of the tape. Tony Harrison has a 3-inch height advantage, 6'1" to 5'9", and he has a 5.5-inch reach advantage, 76 to 70.5. So obviously he's gonna want to take advantage of that.
No 3-down knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight, and it becomes official after.
Come on, you can't lose. You can't lose.
Woo! Them red collars, boy.
It's one thing to lose with the Lions. Yeah. No, the Red Wings.
Yeah.
It's like the Yankees of Detroit.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I like Jimmy Lennon, man. I grew up on wrestling when I was a little kid. His father. That shit packed though. Look at it.
This bout is sponsored by Destinations New South Wales, and it is sanctioned.
Shout out to Australian boxing.
President Francisco Van Carcel, and the supervisor is Danny Wright. Introducing to you our 3 judges.
You don't look stressed out either.
Ringside. From Hungary,
We'll see in the first couple rounds.
What do you expect Tszyu to come out attacking right away?
Nope.
Introducing a third man to the ring, the referee in charge of our main event, Dunrex Top Dunsong. All right, fans, here we go with the main event, 12 rounds of boxing.
All 41, hit that like button, please.
Super welterweight championship of the world. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live on Foxtel Main Event NKO Sports pay-per-view and live.
We won.
There's not a beer. You gotta enjoy my beer, boy. I might die tomorrow.
Don't talk like that.
Baby.
I'm good. Actually, give me that ginger ale. Let's go, Tony.
He weighed in at 69.62 kilograms or 153.
That's right. Pull up a sniper, Tony. That man pulled up a sniper.
Tonight making his Australian debut. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the WBO number 3 rank contender, the hard-hitting former WBC super welterweight champion of the world, introducing Tony Superbad Harrison.
Here we go.
And his opponent across the ring, ready to go on my left, fighting out of the blue corner.
And an overwhelming ovation for
He weighed in at 69.68 kilograms or 153.5 pounds. Proudly representing the outstanding.
You missed the best part. Tony Harrison did this.
He is
Yeah.
his campaign to the ring with a record of 21 wins, no losses, 15 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the WBO Global Title holder, fresh off of his U.S. debut victory. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome boxing's popular superstar.
There we go.
Australia, currently ranked the WBO number 1 contender of the world, introducing the
51, you hit that like button.
And a massive reception for the hometown guy, Tim Tszyu.
Yo, they be supporting him a lot.
Arena's not that big though. It's not big arena. But the receiver's full though.
Yeah.
So here we go. All the talk.
He's ready.
All the talking is done. All the chit chat is done. All the jokes are done. We're gonna see if Tony Harrison can be about what he said he was, and we're gonna see ultimately if Tim Tszyu is ready for that world-class creme de la creme level.
Yeah, he told Tim Tszyu he's gonna see different levels in Detroit than Australian fighters. We're gonna find out. All these questions will be answered tonight.
So here we go. Now we're gonna see what's the truth. What's the truth?
Let's get it on. Rest in peace.
Tim Tszyu, Tony Harrison.
All right, here we go. Round one. Round one. Tony Harrison in the red trunks, Tim Tszyu in the blue trunks. It's an orthodox matchup. It's your boy BT, True School Sport. We got Pops.
Wow.
Tony Harrison popping that jab out there, trying to find that range. Tim Tszyu moving forward in that nice solid high guard. Tony Harrison touches Tim Tszyu to the body. Tim Tszyu moves forward very slowly. Subtle feints.
I don't know if Harrison can fight off his back foot.
Stop trolling me. Don't troll me. I don't have patience right now. Please.
Okay.
And more than anything, he said,
Tszyu shoots a jab and just misses.
Not really.
There you go. Good up jab there by Tony Harrison. Tszyu applying very subtle pressure, but Tony Harrison being very calm and relaxed. Boxing, stabbing Tszyu to the body.
Going up and down with the stick.
There you go. Good feint there by Tony Harrison to freeze Tszyu. Tszyu continues to move forward. Tszyu doing a good job catching some of these Tony Harrison shots on the gloves.
Really winning the round just with the jab.
You can just tell that he's actually Tszyu's gonna bring that pressure.
Tszyu just misses the left hook.
Tszyu misses with the left.
Tony Harrison being very calculated with his movements.
90 seconds.
That right hand is cocked, but he hasn't really thrown the right hand yet. It's been a minute and a half, about a minute and a half, but Tony Harrison hasn't even shown the right hand yet. There you go. Good up jab again by Tony Harrison. And then he kind of turns Tim Tszyu. And there's the first right hand for Tony Harrison. That right hand just misses from Tony Harrison, but he finally threw it.
This works right into what Harrison told us. He feels like he should be able to bank at least the first 6 rounds.
There you go. Another stiff, sharp jab from Tony Harrison.
Yeah, and again, you want to entertain.
There you go.
Perhaps get that right hand in.
Tony Harrison having a lot of success with that jab here in round one.
And catch Tszyu right in the chin.
Tszyu's not throwing hard punches too, even though he's missing, but
another jab from Tony Harrison. There you go. There's Tim Tszyu with a jab of his own.
yeah. Another jab by Tim Tszyu.
There you go. Another up jab by Tim Tszyu, Tony Harrison. Right now, I like what Tony Harrison's doing because look at the way he's moving. He's not moving forwards and backwards. He's moving laterally, cross-stepping a little bit. And there's the up jab. There you go. That up jab killing him right now. Last 10 seconds here in round one. There you go. Another up jab by Tony Harrison. But there you go. Tszyu sneaks in a little right hand. But the ideal start that you want if you're Tony Harrison in round one. He did a really good job utilizing the up jab. Tszyu had some moments, very subtly here and there, but that's a clear Tony Harrison round. He controlled the round with the jab, the ring generalship, things like that. So one other Tony Harrison. What do you guys have it?
Yeah, and I also like the fact that Tszyu's coming in. You can tell it's objective to pressure Tony Harris, but he's got to be careful when he moves with that pressure because you know what Harris is going to do.
I'll tell you one thing that occurred to me when I watched Tim Tszyu feint in that first round.
Yeah,
I saw Tony Harrison. He landed an up jab and he caught Tim Tszyu with the up jab, but Tim Tszyu caught Harrison in that exchange with the right hand over the top.
So
now I think Tony will get away with that in the early rounds, but being that Tony's an older fighter, I'm very worried about his reflexes in the later rounds. So watch that space and just watch out for that.
All Tony gonna do is just continue to jab. So now Tim just got to start picking up his pressure and start picking up more punches. So it'll get more active right now.
So round 2, Tony Harrison getting back to that jab.
Tony as well got a sneaky right hand, so I'm just waiting on him to throw it.
Yeah, Tony Harrison hasn't really thrown too many right hands, but Tim Tszyu continues to move forward. You know, throwing that jab to trying to close the gap. And
do you think that Tszyu's coming with a game plan for like power punching? That's it, or
no, he's being calculated. I think he's being a bit too calculated, though, Tim Tszyu. Oh, nice little left hook there by Tim Tszyu. But Tony Harrison rolled the punch, so he didn't really catch the brunt of that left hook by Tim Tszyu. There you go. Good jab to the stomach there by Tim Tszyu. Tony Harrison being very patient right now. Nice up jab. And another up jab by Tony Harrison. But see, then he got caught. He got caught going straight back, and that's what I'm worried about. Yeah. He can't be doing that.
Because eventually you calculate with the right hand from Tszyu, right?
Okay. When Tszyu throws a left hook, I like how the results he's getting from it. There you go. Double jab by Tony Harrison. Oh, Tim Tszyu just misses the right hand. Tony Harrison kind of rolls the shot and then resets.
Yeah, I think
nice right hand by Tony Harrison, but I like that counter uppercut by Tim Tszyu that he tried to land. It didn't quite land, but Tim Tszyu is a pretty smart fighter.
Yeah, he's not rushing any of his shots, just being patient when he throws his punches and not making calculated punches. You know what I'm saying? He's not out there trying to. I think he's still trying to get a fill out Tony Harrison a bit more.
But that uppercut from Tim Tszyu.
But
he's killing Tony Harrison. Yeah, he's landed 2 flush uppercuts on Tony Harrison.
If Harrison allows Tszyu to come forward and close the range, and Tszyu's going to attack, he's going to be in trouble. Because he won't.
There you go. There's that double jab from Tony Harrison.
That jab won't be around if you keep closing that.
Oh, nice left hook there by Tim Tszyu.
Yep.
Oh.
That's what I think.
There you go. Another jab by Tony Harrison.
He's going to close the distance on Tszyu's part, and he's going to make it difficult.
It's close around here.
Yeah, I'm saying. But he's going to close the distance so Harrison won't be able to throw that jab so frequently, and that's going to be a problem for Harrison if he doesn't continue to keep the distance, keep throwing that jab.
Here's the final seconds of round 2, and Harrison throws a 3-punch combination.
Yeah, 1-1. That's a clear Tim Tszyu round to me. Like I just think, Tony had some moments. He obviously did his thing with the jab, but the more effective, harder shots were definitely landed by Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu, I thought even when he got hit with some flush shots, came back. You saw the big counter uppercut, and then he landed it again. And I'll be honest with you, when Tim Tszyu throws that left hook, like the left hook, I don't like the way Tony Harrison's reacting to some of these. Oh my God, I can't believe it. That 0-1 feeling I had is just getting validated.
Well, I'm gonna say like this: what I like and what I'm seeing from Tim Tszyu is he's cutting the distance and he's cutting the distance from Tony Harrison throwing that jab, and that's when he's gonna go to attack mode because that jab won't do no shit for Harrison if Tim Tszyu keeps doing what he's doing. If he closes the gap like he's doing, he won't be able to do that jab, and that's when Tim Tszyu is gonna attack.
Oh yeah, Tony Harrison's left eye. There's some swelling on the left eye. Watch out for that. All right, so here we go. Round 3, very pivotal round here in this fight. Tony Harrison gets to that jab early here in round 3.
But you see what Tszyu's doing? Closing that up, closing that gap where you get through that jab.
Yeah, he's doing too much of that. Yeah, I agree with Abner Mars. Tony Harrison, even when he lands punch, he's pulling straight back too much, and he's gonna set himself up either for a big ass left hook or a big right hand.
Step over.
Here's a right over the top by Tszyu.
There you go. Good jab to the stomach there by Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu being very smart, being very patient and calculated right now. Oh, nice left hook by Tim Tszyu.
You look at the jab, that's what Tony Harrison is staple. 36% of his jabs landing. That's a very high percentage.
Nah, Tony's jab looks nice, but
Tszyu closing in. I'm telling you.
He's gonna fucking hurt him. I knew Tony Harrison. I'm sorry. That feeling that I had before the fight, that was me knowing that Tony Harrison is not what I think he is.
Tszyu's closing in the distance.
He's a lovable in the big fights. He's a lovable loser. That's what he is.
Well, we don't know yet, but
no, man, no. I don't gotta know. He just pumping the jab out there. That shit ain't gonna work all night against
Tszyu. Because what Tszyu's doing is closing
Tim's gonna hit with some shit in the middle rounds.
And what's gonna happen is that jab is not gonna be as irrelevant as people think it's gonna be because Tszyu's closing it in where he can't throw that jab, and that's when he's gonna attack. I'm telling you. And I'm with you on this one, but I'm not gonna call it yet. I'm not gonna say, but the pressure, the way Tszyu's coming in and taking his time and coming forward and pressuring. Shit! God damn! Fuck!
Come on, Tony.
Caught him with a right.
He's really about to get folded up here in round 3.
Oh my! Look, where that came from?
He's doing all this talking, doing all this fucking jokes and talking. I'm about the bitches, and I want to go out. Come on, man.
There's different levels I'm going to show you from Detroit.
Tony Harrison.
You just got caught with a big right from Tszyu.
Detroit, my ass, bro.
Not over yet, man. Oh shit! Look like it's like oh shit.
Right now, Tony Harrison is looking like
he's breathing hard too.
Clarence from 8 Mile. For those of you who watch that movie, he looks like Clarence from 8 Mile, getting his fucking ass whooped.
Oh shit!
Tim Tszyu beating the shit out of Tony Harrison. Throwing that jab.
You can't do that with Tszyu.
Another jab. I'm just waiting for him to whip that right hand right down the middle. It's coming. There it is.
Oh!
There it is.
Oh my God. Tszyu throws some heavy punches though.
Oh! There it is again.
Fuck!
Man, I at least thought Tony was, man.
Damn! You
good left with Tony Harrison.
Harrison got no answer to that, Brendan.
2-1 Tszyu. I at least thought Tony was gonna do good early in the fight. He's getting fucked up from the beginning. He like
listen to him. His
this is it.
Wow.
Tim's gonna fold him.
Yo, Tszyu came in there, caught him with that right. Caught him with that right. Boom! I don't think Harrison seen that. Watch it. What?
And Hyro,
boom! Look at that right.
Hyro, just so you know, Hyro. Now that Tony Harrison is getting his ass beat by Tim Tszyu, now you're seeing why I tell you Jermell Charlo's overrated because he lost Tony Harrison. Look at Tim Tszyu beating the shit out of Tony Harrison.
He was going for the kill too, bro. You see that?
That was a beautiful overhand right.
And what Tszyu's not, and what I like about Tszyu, he's not being Harrison can't predict his shots because he's throwing from the left, from the right. You know what I mean? He's throwing different shots. Give me wow, he rocked them back.
Let this be a learning lesson to you ignorant people out there that it don't matter if you're from Australia or where the fuck you're from. It doesn't matter. You can
He
fight.
said
You
he's
can
from
fight.
Detroit. Detroit fight is going to show you levels.
But that holds about as much as weight as people saying that
I
from
know.
New York.
Well, we just
There you go.
yeah.
Good double jab right hand to the body there from Tony Harrison.
Damn, Harrison going back and breathing hard. It's not good.
This shit ain't going past the 8th round. I'll be shocked. If this gets past round 8, guy, I'll be shocked. Tony Harrison, I don't know why I picked this guy. Honestly, I knew it.
I told you you can change your pick.
I should have changed my damn pick. I knew it.
I'm still going Harrison. It's not over yet. But right now, Tszyu's big camp.
Right now we're round 4. Tim Tszyu.
That right hand woke him up, man. He don't know what to do now.
That's a good point.
Tim Tszyu gonna fucking fold. Oh, there.
Oh,
no.
just missed it.
Just missed that right hand, Tim Tszyu. Don't worry, Tony will get caught soon because he pulls straight back. It'll happen soon enough. He'll get hurt.
What was that? I never saying that he needs to come forward some instead of pushing back.
No, when he throws punches and he exits,
yeah.
So like he'll throw a jab and he's literally pulling straight back. If you're pulling straight back, you're right in line to get hit.
Okay.
Either exit from the side or look,
right.
Got caught right there. Counter right hand from Tim Tszyu.
Tszyu's gonna fuck him up. I'm telling you. Oh my God! I can just wait. Come on, Detroit! Oh my God!
Oh, nice.
You think he did too much talking?
Nice to the right. Yes.
You should have focused more on the
I know I
fight.
shouldn't have picked this fucking clown. I knew it.
Look at the power.
He doesn't win big fights. That's what he's known for. There you go. Good. Good up jab by Tony Harrison. I think Tony Harrison is doing a better job getting back to his jab this round, but see, I don't like the fact that he's allowing Tim Tszyu to push him back because you're on the road. Even if like you're winning exchanges, it's gonna still like the hometown judges like they're not gonna give him credit for the round like this. I don't think they will. Good up jab. There you go. Good up jab by Tony Harrison. He might steal this round, Tony.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, it's a close round. It's anybody's round. 30 seconds left in the fourth round. There you go. Up jab from Tony Harrison.
Yeah.
There you go. Now he's finding his rhythm. There you go. Now you're boxing. Sweet science, Tony.
Boxing going
Crunk,
right.
Detroit. There you go. Double jab from Tony Harrison.
Tszyu gonna catch him with a right with a couple.
No, he's moving now. He's doing now. He's moving laterally.
Yeah.
Lateral. Okay, and then he bobs and he weaves.
Yeah.
So
Harrison won that round.
I got a 2-2, but still.
Wow. Oh, you got it. Oh, 50, hit that like button.
I agree, Lord Punisher. He needs to step up the volume. Yeah, I had faith in Tony Harrison.
Me too, man. I'm riding with him until then. I ride to die with him, but Tzયુ's waiting for that right hand to catch him again, buckle him like he did, and he's gonna throw the combination.
Yeah,
We have to
well, I like a Tony that last round. Tony actually began to use the ring more and not pull straight back and move laterally. But that's the thing. Tony Harrison's an inconsistent ass fighter. That's why he pisses me off.
I told you.
All the ability in the world. Can't stay switched on enough long to win a big fight.
So you basically say he talked too much to the
Talk so much fucking shit. Focus.
I told you it's gonna be the problem.
You know what kind of coach he would have been prepared for him? Like Taysom McKinnon to slap the fuck out of him when he does that shit. Stop him. Anyway, here we go. Round 5.
That's funny.
Really good fight so far. Tony Harrison boxing and moving well in spots. Tim Tszyu being a very sharp, aggressive counterpuncher. And
Tony's starting to move now. He's starting to become more going to get hit with the hard shots. So now it's time.
Nice. Sharp up jab by Tim Tszyu. And I agree with Lil Charles' assessment. Tony Harris is supposed to be the better boxer, and now there's pockets in the fight where you got Tim Tszyu letting more jabs, but good left hook to the body there from Tony Harrison. Left hook inside there by Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu just being very patient. Nice uppercut from Tony Harrison on the inside. He's got Tony Harrison on the ropes. What do you think is going to happen? Ropes.
body work, putting his punches together really.
And we're back. We're back. My bad, guys. Nah, Tony Harrison doing what he does best. Not a damn thing. Not a fucking damn thing.
Man, come on, man. He looks tired though. I ain't gonna lie.
Tim Tszyu, like it's weird. I got a 3-2 Tim Tszyu, but it feels like the fight is wider than that to me.
Yeah, look,
Because I feel like the shots that
Tszyu's throwing a lot, but when he throws, he lands.
and they land effective, hard.
Yeah.
Tony Harrison, Tim Tszyu. The winner fights the undisputed.
There you go. Good up jab by Tony Harrison. There you go. Good left hook from Tim Tszyu. Oh, look at that. He's out jabbing the jabber. I thought they said he was basic. Fuck out of here.
They asked him that too. They say, what make it to Detroit?
Detroit this, Detroit that. Detroit was so good. Why is the only fucking champion being Tony Harrison?
You know what probably happened?
There you go. Good one, too, by Tony Harrison. There you go.
You know what probably happened, Brandon?
There you go. We're back.
Bad guys. We'll get right.
Sorry about that.
All 21. Thank you for
I had
staying
to switch on Paramount Plus. But anyway. Bro, Tony Harrison is doing fuck all. There you go. He's throwing these whack-ass jabs. Tim's going to annihilate him. I listen, I knew it. I knew it. Like 2 years ago, I should have known better. I'm actually mad at myself. When Tony Harrison ducked this fight like 2 years ago and didn't want to go to Australia, I should have known there was a reason why.
Yeah, you say you had a gut feeling. You should have gone with your gut, brother. Because he ain't doing shit right now. I'm riding with Tim, win or lose, but I'm respecting Tszyu showing him out.
Good body shot by Tim Tszyu.
Oh, man.
There you go. Good up jab by Tony Harrison. Woo! There you go. There's the right hand. Get him off of you.
I'm telling you, he's kind of late. He won't be doing that jab. He'll be in trouble. If Tszyu catches him with a hard one on the ropes right now.
There you go. Good up jab by Tony again.
If Tszyu just times with a shot on the ropes. Okay.
I missed like half the round.
Yeah. Well, you guys got it so far.
We all got it.
Wow. Brandon, he's bleeding hard already. He's in the 6th round.
Overrated fighter. We overrated Tony. You know, so I was talking to somebody. Who was I talking to? I was talking to Jermaine Franklin's trainer the other day. And he was talking about how fighters, when they talk a good game, they call it selling wolf tickets. Tony Harrison's the pound #1 king at selling motherfucking wolf tickets in boxing. All he does is talk.
He was talking. I picked up because I thought it was my game, but Tszyu ain't having that.
I didn't see most of it. I thought Tony, from the parts I saw, I thought Tony boxed pretty well. I mean, landed some pretty good jabs. Seemed to. Let me see. Oh, okay. Well, the replays is showing Tony Harrison. I missed most of that round. So fuck it. Just for the sake of it, just to play devil's advocate, we gonna get Tony that round. Just to make it interesting. We got a 3-3.
What the majority got it?
Hand history's got a 4-2. Tim Eddie's got a 3-3. Well, I don't even know. For some reason, this doesn't feel like a close fight to me. Like,
no, it's not a close fight. I think little by little, I'll be honest with you, Tszyu's gonna take this fight over.
So round 7.
The winner gets to fight for the
there you go. Good up jab by Tony Harrison.
One of the boys.
There you go. Nice left hook to the body there from Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu stalking Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison in the corner. Shoots the right hand to the body. There you go. Good right hand to the body again from Tim Tszyu. And Steve Farhad has it 59-55 for Tim Tszyu.
You heard LJ, his brother, talk to him in the car.
Oh, there you go. Good up jab again from Tony Harrison. Oh, bro, he's throwing right hands. He looks like me when I first started sparring.
I just think that
there you go. Nice left hook from Tony Harrison.
I'll be honest with you. I think sometimes when you become very overconfident and you don't focus on the whole, besides the press conference, keep yourself in shape. This is what happens to you when you go out and take it. Then you bring your girl with you. That makes it even worse. Look at him. He's bringing hard. I didn't even see that with Charlo fight. He wasn't bringing that hard like when he Charlo fight. Till the later rounds.
There you go. Good feint there from Tony Harrison. There you go. Good left hook to the body from Tim Tszyu.
This was not throwing enough, man.
Yeah.
He's got
punches landed. Power punches landed.
Yeah. Tszyu's got to come out the more.
There you go.
When he fought the Charlo, the fight was more in the middle of the ring. He moved around. What happened to Harrison, man?
Yeah, Hiro, I should have listened to what I always said. He ducked. There was a reason he ducked this fight.
That was cold, wasn't it?
But I believe no, he got offered the fight. He didn't want to take it.
I remember that. Yeah, he didn't want to come back.
There you go.
Like Tony's having a lot of success now with the up jab, but he needs to put that right hand behind the up jab. But see, the problem is he won't throw the right hand because when he throws the right hand, he falls in.
Oh man, look at that! See that combination by Tszyu? I almost feel Tszyu's gonna catch him one big shot.
He needs to keep the fight in the center of the ring.
That's what I've been telling you. He hasn't done it the whole fight.
There you go, right hand. There's right hand from Tony Harrison, and then that sharp jab.
At least when he fought Charlo, most of the fight was like, you know what I mean? This fight, he's been against the ropes. You give credit to Tszyu for pushing the pressure on this?
Nah, Hiro. Alicia Bumgarner is more consistent than Tony already. So,
hey, this is what happens when you focus on the fight. Yeah, this is what happens when you don't focus on the fight 100%. And you worry about everything else, you know, getting that potang and everything else with it, and then you lose focus on what's going on in the ring. Can't do that, man.
Action from round 7. Again, Tszyu had his moments where he landed big power shots. And as this fight progresses, it seems to me that more and more of the rounds include loss.
Yo, I can see him getting knocked down. I'm sorry. And I picked him to win, too. I can see him getting knocked down.
Shots in the 7th round, but not enough to win the round.
Yeah, I don't think he's winning a close fight in Australia. Like the way he's boxing, like now if he was in the States, I could see him getting some of these rounds. But you see the motherfucking Australians in the crowd? They ain't giving Tony Harrison no decision. He need to come fight.
Like Rick Kennedy said, Harrison's legs aren't looking too good.
Here you are now in round 8 and appear to be well in command of this fight from an experience.
Jesus Christ. I've never seen Harrison like this, brother.
This guy who is with us tonight, the Undisputed King.
Getting a lot of experience tonight.
This time, boy, you got.
Oh! Big right hand from Tim Tszyu.
I'm telling you, he's going to finish him before the fight is over.
Tony Harrison is on the ropes. Being a lazy ass fighter. There you go. Good jab from Tony Harrison. There you go. Those are the ones some bad intentions on him, man. Stop being fight like you want to win.
If you come from Detroit, you better show out. Let's go. Why is he not?
I'm gonna tell you this.
Putting the fight in the middle of the ring.
I'm gonna tell you
but
this.
You gotta give credit to Tim Tszyu.
There you go. There's right hand from
Tim
Tony
Tszyu
Harrison.
bringing the pressure. That's part of the problem.
No matter where you're from, fuck Detroit and New York.
I'm just telling you what he said.
I'm telling you what I say.
Yeah.
Fuck Detroit and New York. I don't care. No matter where you're from.
He went to Australia talking all that shit, and he's not doing nothing but breathing hard with his mouth open at that.
And this is Silver Alicia Bumgarner right too. Talking about you're gonna see basic this. Shut up. Stupid.
What happened was he focused on the woman instead of focusing on the boxing. Leave your woman at home.
There's Harrison with an uppercut.
Or whatever you have it. Focus on the business, and then later on, you play hard, you work hard. You can't play hard and then work hard.
He was closing those scorecards. He was doing his work, but it is in this.
Tim Tszyu still pushing Tony Harrison back.
Now against the ropes. Harrison trying to fight.
There you go. Nice right hand on the inside by Tony Harrison. There you go. Uppercut, left hook, right hand. Okay.
He's not hurting
Tony
you.
Harrison. No, but let's add up. Go add up. There you go. Nice little body shot on the inside from Tony Harrison.
Come on, Detroit.
There you go. He's starting to place these shots nicely, but none of them really seem to be having any real effect on
Nope.
Tim Tszyu.
Nope.
They battle out in a phone booth.
There you go. Good right hand from Tony Harrison.
Uppercut by Tszyu. Harrison comes back with a right hand.
Harrison holding his own on the inside, but is that a place where he can turn the fight around?
I don't think he can't move anymore. That's why he's
There you go.
Damn, this guy, a battle say he can't move anymore.
He tires more by using the
Tim's gonna break it now.
But hey, choose your punches wisely. Use those lateral movements.
Look at that.
Harrison slipped.
He slipped.
He's getting tired though. His leg is tired. It's like Kenny Reed said that. I believe him. His leg is gone. What's he doing?
There's water on the thing.
Oh,
So they gotta do some maintenance on the ring right now.
look at him.
Tony Harris out here huffing and puffing like the big bad wolf.
He told him take that camera away. Oh shit.
I'm not even scoring the fight anymore. I'm just so pissed off right now.
You should have gone with your gut. I was going for Harrison. I'm gonna ride and die with Detroit. But I mean, Zoo's taking it to him. I have to see.
I knew he was selling wolf tickets. I knew it.
Who?
Fucking Tony Harrison. It's what he always does. That's why he got knocked the fuck out by Willie Nelson.
Tszyu misses.
There you go. Nice double jab.
Harrison pops it with a double jab. And
Ben, I don't think he trained as hard as we thought he did. I don't think he did. I'm sorry. There's no fucking way you're gonna tell me by the fifth round.
Y'all let me know. What do you guys have to score right now? I'm not scoring. I'm pissed off.
You got the motherfucker from Australia, baby. Let's fight the kangaroo power.
Lord Punisher said it best. He says, what bothers me about this is that Harrison has the tools to beat Tim Tszyu, but he's off tonight. Where's the aggression? The dude is trying to take food off you and your family's plate. Fight, man.
You know, you
gotta fight.
You right what you're saying, Lord Punisher 215. But what you're missing is he was out there partying, having a good time with Alicia Baumgart, and yeah, his focus on everything about where he's supposed to be at. You got a big fight coming up. You gotta eat, motherfucker. You gotta eat. You talk all this shit in the press conference. You brought me into that motherfucker. You making a lie out of me. But shout out to Tim Tszyu. I ain't hating. I'm just appreciating.
you can see that right eye. Little shiner under Tony Harrison's right eye.
Who's Harold going for?
Round 8, you see.
Tony Harrison, but he's laughing because he got said he's laughing because he got scammed by Tony Harrison.
You see him not really moving.
Harold, this is how it's been his whole career. Our fucking career's been this way.
Did you see the Chala fight when he fought him?
No.
Oh, so you don't know.
This is not the normal Tony that falls
He looked bad, Brandon. Look, Harrison was bad. I ain't gonna lie.
And now Jamel's saying this isn't Tony. No, it is Tony. He's talking to Tim, and Tim's just popping his head with jabs.
Yep.
Yeah, and then it happens early on in the fight. That's where you gotta wait until like the third, fourth round. Like, all right, this is the beginning.
He said, I went on Twitter, and right away I told Tim Tszyu I'll replace him.
You know, Harrison had his moments with the jab, but it's that pressure.
You think it's that much of a margin, though?
I don't care. Might as well be. Fuck Tony Harrison.
This is the round where Tim Tszyu said, I'm going to turn the tide and start to drown Tony Harrison.
Hey guys, if I have no enthusiasm, like
The problem was, Brandon,
I'm impressed by Tim Tszyu. Like,
you
I'm
gotta
actually
get props to Tim Tszyu.
Tim Tszyu doing his thing. He's showing you guys the dimensions and what he brings to the table and the improvements he's made as a fighter. He's done. It's this freaking hype job.
And then to BT's credit, BT told me that Tszyu's not faced by anything, and you were right, Brandon.
I know I was right. I don't want to pick his bum. And I'm gonna say it. I don't like calling fighters bum because they get in the ring, but like
I like that.
I call Tony a bum because he got the skills to be better than what he is, and he chooses to be less than what he is.
I don't think he chooses. I think it was a lack of training and focusing on the fight.
And that's choosing. That's choosing. You can control that.
Right,
That's
but he
choosing.
didn't do that. That's why we're seeing him this way. And I'll be honest, he looked better fighting the both fights from Charles in this fight right here, in my opinion. He ain't doing jack here. He's getting pushed back to the ropes, not giving the fight in the ring. He's not jabbing as much. He's being like, oh man, look at that. This is what happens when you eat when you're not supposed to be eating until you go after the fights.
32. Why does he look so shot?
You're not listening to what I'm telling you? What Rudy Bo told you?
Oh, right here with Tim Tszyu. Oh, body
Good
shot.
night.
Right
Good
here.
night. Good
That's
night.
it.
Good night.
Tony
Oh,
about to go down.
oh, shit. The Australian power. Oh, he's turning the tide. Oh, shit. Harris in trouble.
Hold him.
Look at uppercut. He's done. He's done.
Oh.
Oh, shit. Fight.
Tony Harrison's down.
He's down.
Oh, he's done.
He getting up.
He's not getting up. Oh, he's up. He's up.
Oh, Detroit get up.
26 seconds up to your round.
Wow. Zoo called it and he did it. Zoo knocked the shit out of
And
Tony.
that's it.
The referee
That's
stopped
it.
the fight.
Tony Harrison's been stopped.
Stop by the Australian. I didn't pick him. I picked Detroit. He didn't do it. Shout out to Zoo. All the respect to him. BT, you said it. Nothing was going to face this guy, and he proved it tonight.
Yeah, but I bought the Wolf tickets this guy was selling, and I picked Tony Harrison, so I was wrong too.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
Tim Tszyu,
Yo, he proved up in this round. He predicted this round, too.
it's over.
He predicted this round. He said, 9th round, I'm going to piece him up. Man, he came with some uppercuts. Bam! Some uppercuts. Bam!
Yeah,
Bam!
Tony need to retire. I don't need to see no more of Tony Harrison ever again. Yeah.
Shout out, respect to Zoo.
Go be a trainer.
He definitely
Go be a trainer.
gave my respect. I should have known better, but I just thought the game that Harrison was talking was big. But guess what? Yo, talking the game and walking the. When they say when you walk the walk and talk the talk, Tony just talked the talk. He didn't walk the walk. But respect to Detroit. But respect to Zoo. He looks ejected.
Tony gonna be a great trainer, but that's it. No more. That needs to
I
be
tell
it.
you what happened with him, right? He got that booty.
No, stop. You're overanalyzing it.
I'm telling you,
No, you're
he
overanalyzing.
didn't train
No,
completely.
stop. It's not because he didn't train. It's not because he got booty. It's because he's fucking Tony Harrison, and this is just what he does. He loses big fights. That's what he does.
Look at that uppercut.
That's what he's always
1,
done.
2, 3 left uppercuts. 4, 5 uppercuts. 6 with the left shot.
I'm about to knock him out the damn ring.
Yeah, Tony, it was done.
Beat the shit out of him.
Wow.
I've seen the referee step in there. I mean, when you see Tony Harrison's head getting hit like
Look at Alicia.
wow.
Screaming in the background.
Way there. I think that would have been a good
Look
time
at-
for the referee to come in.
See
The
Alicia?
referee didn't, and as a result, Harrison suffered a knockdown.
Last time Tim Tszyu had gotten a stoppage, it
Um,
was July.
Hey, I'm happy for Tim Tszyu.
Yeah.
Could have
Australian boxing, baby.
happened to a better guy, man. Could have happened to a better guy. Guy's the real deal. He's not about blitzing the Glen. He just wants to fight.
He said that too. He said that on interviews that Fight Hype and Fight he said, I ain't worried about Tim Tszyu. I mean, I'm not worried about Harrison. You can touch my heart, I'm still calm. Wow. Just like his father. He got the bloodline in him. Damn, Harrison. What do you think happened, brother, with Harrison? Honestly.
Nothing. This is who he is. Nothing happened to him. The Charlo win, the first Charlo fight was a fucking flash in the pan. That's what it was. This is who Tony was in the Hurd fight, in the Willie Nelson fight, in the Brian Perella fight, which he should have lost, and now this fight.
Man, shout out to Australian boxing, man. You get more reasons to get my respect, man. Zoo came in there, carried that name. I thought he would have too much pressure with the crowd. Last name.
Terrell Boucher did better against Tim Tszyu than Tony Harrison.
I know. And Zoo came in there and said, I'm gonna show you, and he showed him. He showed the guy, showed him, and he wasn't throwing, and Zoo wasn't throwing a lot of shots, but he was connecting with his shots. Harrison had that, was getting pushed back. I never seen Harrison get pushed back like that in all his fights before. Have you seen him get pushed like that? Not like this.
Yes, Jared.
This bad?
Yes, Jared.
Wow.
The only difference between that fight and this fight was he actually was whooping up on Jared. He was beating the shit out of Jared.
Australian boxing, baby, is still alive.
No,
Yeah.
fuck that, man.
You gotta get Zoo. Yeah.
He need to retire. I don't want to hear it.
I'm talking about.
And
Harrison,
this is what Tony gets for being fucking cheap and not getting a real trainer.
He-
Fuck his team. He needs to get a real trainer.
He didn't have a trainer?
No, like he did an interview one time and he pretty much said that he keeps all the stuff in the house because he doesn't want to pay a real trainer. No.
Well, now that cost him the fight. Yo, shout out to Tszyu, man. He
I ain't
gained all
mad.
my respect.
I ain't mad.
All my respect.
Like, I'm a big Tim Tszyu fan, so it's not like I'm angry that he lost the fight. I don't like it.
It's just the way.
It's just.
Hold on, the announcement. What a fight, guys! What a fight! I'm just gonna talk to him. All four of you hit that like. Thank you for being here, guys. Wow, what a fight!
Tell me what you saw.
Oh, they got confetti flying out like he from the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
He was impressive. He did what he had to do at home. He was a little flash to me. Did all enough jabs at the beginning, but my movement, my style, my power will make him do completely different things.
Yeah, I think we have to remember that he wasn't in with.
I can't believe Jamel Charlo lost a fucking Tony Harrison.
There's a big difference.
Anyway, shout out to Tim Tszyu.
I'm sure
It's his night. He deserves it.
For Tim Tszyu's confidence.
His wife.
Because to fight
God bless him.
for all 4 championship belts.
Here's Tim Tszyu.
Just for a moment, let's go into the ring. Here's Tim Tszyu with Ben Damon. Not many people get a moment like this. What does it feel like? Thank you, Australia!
Yeah. Gotta give respect, man. I love Harrison, but
One sentence. What's my motherfucking name?
Uh-oh.
yeah.
Is that what this was about? Is that what all this was about? Is it about proving
Harrison was
to
rejected.
everyone, to Tony, to America, to all of the doubters that you belong? No, man. This is what it's about. Every single one of you. That's what it's all about. Every single one that's ever purchased pay-per-view, that's ever come here, that's just supports boxing in general. I do it for all of you, brothers and sisters.
I'm happy for him.
There was a different mood to you, though, through the course of the build-up to this. We've talked about the Soul Taker before. The Soul Taker was well and truly here tonight.
As a family.
You know what? I was smart. I knew he had a jab, so I had to be smart about it. Because the competitor that I had in front of me, he's the man that beat the man. Which means I just beat the man to beat the man. What does that make me?
Oh, shit. Oh! He's a fifth and poet. Oh! The rapper. I beat the man. That beat the man. That beat him. What did it mean?
But what was it like sharing the ring with him here today? My pleasure, man. The respect is always there. We never bad mouth each other. We had a bit of banter, but we always had respect for each other, And in this ring is where we prove to each other, And tonight, I was the man that proved to him that I was a better man.
I'm happy for him, bro. Because Harrison's talking a big game. Humble yourself.
Americans watching. One of them is named Jamel Charlo. Do you have a message for him?
Oh, shit.
The message was sent clearly. You know what's up. You know what's next.
Woo.
I'm coming. I'm coming to America.
Woo! Talk your shit, Tim Tszyu. Talk your shit.
Big Tim Tszyu.
Yeah.
Congratulations on this, Tim. Perhaps the first of many. Any final words to everyone who's come out here today and who's watching around the world? Australia, you know, but the world, you know now. What's my motherfucking name?
Woo!
Say my motherfucking name.
Woo!
That's Big Tim.
Yeah.
And if we could have
Here's Tony. Here's this
to
guy.
Tony Harrison, and a round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Is this girl leaving him?
Champion
Yep.
Dennis.
Oh, go, brother.
Tony Harrison, firstly, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm cool, man. I train hard, extremely hard for the fight. I don't need no more victories.
Yeah.
The better man won tonight. And, the city is electric, the crowd was electric. And like I said, the better man won tonight.
Just a word on Tszyu, because you know global boxing better than anyone, and you've been to the very top of the tree, and it's been such a pleasure to have you here. But how good is Tim Tszyu?
The better man won tonight. I ain't gonna, give my assessment on him. The better man won tonight. That's all I can say. The better man won tonight. He on the bigger and better things. And, I don't know where I go from here.
Wherever you go, we hope that you come back here sometime, because you're welcome anytime. Tony Harrison, you're a champion.
Thank y'all. Tim, congratulations, my boy.
Tony Harrison and the victorious Tim Tszyu.
That's embarrassing. Talking about shit.
So a very dejected and
Tim Tszyu,
you know, Tony Harrison did a lot of talking before the fight.
He can fix me.
Not so much talking now, but like I said, they call that selling wolf tickets. And like I wanted to just say this, right? Because you know, I mean, I was wrong, of course, which is I'm mad at myself because I knew, like deep down, that overwhelming feeling that I was telling you about, that was me knowing that Tony Harrison wasn't who I thought he was.
I told you that.
But it's all good because
Like
like I said, Tim Tszyu, I've met the man in real life. He's absolutely no nonsense. Nothing bothers him. You guys kind of saw that tonight. You know, a lot of people were kind of questioning, you know, he's never really fought any of the top American guys, although he fought Terrell Boucher, who was an Olympian, so they want to overlook that.
Damn, but Harris was playing a good game, man.
That's but like, this is who he is, and it's who he's always been. A skillful guy who, at his best, looks like the best in the division at times, but ultimately, when the rubber meets the road and push comes to shove, he will fall short. He fell short against Hurd. And I'm not knocking. Look, don't take this as I'm trying to knock Harrison or throw him under the bus.
I'm a big fan of Harrison. I still like him.
I like him. I think ultimately Tony Harrison has been a net positive for the sport of boxing. Mm-hmm. And I think if he decides to hang it up, he will continue to be a net positive for the sport of boxing for many years to come, as long as God blesses him with life on this earth and a passion to teach the sport to the next generation of fighters. As a trainer. I think he'll be a great trainer. And I think boxing needs him as a trainer to pass down all that knowledge he has. He got from, like, you know, training with Emmanuel Stewart and sparring Golovkin back when Golovkin was in his prime and things like that. He's lived a great life in boxing, but when it comes to his performances, he always fell short. But man, Tim Tszyu, he showed tonight.
What he got to say?
He showed tonight. We know what Charles gonna say. He's gonna say a bunch of bullshit. Listen, he showed tonight that basically Tim Tszyu, I'm talking about, he can box, he can punch,
that uppercut,
he can bang,
Jesus,
he can think, he can counter. He's a much more complete fighter than people realize. And it's funny, right? Because I remember, I'm going to say it was like the middle of 2021 when he fought Takashi Inoue. And I remember at that time when Brian Castano had the WBO belt and Tim Tszyu became the WBO mandatory. And people used to ask me, BT, who do you think would win between Tim Tszyu and Brian Castano? And I used to say Tim Tszyu beat the fuck out of Brian Castano. It wouldn't even be. And people used to laugh at me and stuff. Well, what do you guys think now? You guys think he would have beat Brian Castano? I mean, come on. Yeah, no, I didn't bet on the fight. I didn't bet any money on the fight. I like getting fights right just for the sake of getting fights right. So it's a pride thing, you know. We spend all our time in this boxing world with studying boxing, so I like to get my predictions right, and I don't like it when I fall into the bullshit of a fighter selling wolf tickets. And that's exactly what Tony Harrison does better than everybody in boxing. And he did it better than anybody in boxing this fight. And I fell for it, like many. So it is what it is. Nah, they did. Takashi Inoue actually did. But, you know, it's not about – listen, this isn't about Tony Harrison and what he did do. This is about what Tim Tszyu did. This is all about Tim Tszyu. And for a long, long time, Tim Tszyu has been disrespected by a lot of people here in America. He was disrespected a lot when he fought Terrell Boucher. He was disrespected a lot when he fought Jeff Horn. He was disrespected a lot when he fought Stevie Spark. He was disrespected a lot when he fought Takashi Inoue. And I've always maintained that Tim Tszyu is one of the best fighters in the division, and he's capable of beating anybody in this division. And I think now, you know, all those doubts over whether or not he belongs in the ring with Charlo or he's ready should all be put to bed. And you know, one of my favorite phrases in life is the silence is the loudest. And Tony Harrison was just full of silence. It really wasn't much of a post-fight interview, and his silence spoke very clearly. It was an unexpectedly uncompetitive fight. You know, a lot of people were picking Tim Tszyu to stop Tony Harrison, but did people really think that it was going to be in that dominant of a fashion to where you saw Tony Harrison getting outboxed by the boxer on a consistent basis, round by round? I mean, it was sad. It was sad. And I think at this moment in time, Tony Harrison needs to just, you know, he's had a great career. Let's transition to training and let's get back to the sport in an amazing way. And let's get to that. I don't know. I don't believe in Jermell Charlo. Like, I like Jermell Charlo, but he's just like Tony Harrison. Another inconsistent ass fighter. he really should have had two. Jamel should have had 2 losses on his record. They should have put a loss on his record for Castaño. And I've always said, and Hyro will tell you, and Hyro, you be honest, because I know you're here. Hyro will tell you, because Hyro was for like the last I don't know how long.
Yeah.
Hyro has been talking this Tony Harrison shit, and I've been telling Hyro for the longest time, even though I was wrong today, and I bought the Wolf tickets, but like I've been telling Hyro for the longest time, Tony Harrison is a very skilled fighter, but he's very much a chronic underachiever. And I always tell Hyro that Jamel Charlo, I know Jamel Charlo isn't this like he's a very good fighter, but he lost to Tony Harrison. So I know he's not no world beater. He lost Tony Harrison.
Yeah.
You know, so Hyro will tell you.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. This guy came out he didn't look right at all.
No, Charlo definitely has more pop than Tony. And I think Charlo has more than just a jab. And the thing about Charlo is Charlo, and this is one thing about this is why I think having Derek James as his trainer will serve him well in a Tim Tszyu fight, right?
Yeah.
Like, one thing Derek James is big about is positioning.
Yeah.
And the one thing that got Tony Harrison consistently clipped by counters over and over again is we would throw the right hand and he'd be out of position, and Tim Tszyu would just come and whip that uppercut right down the middle.
So basically, so he didn't want to spend the money on getting a real trainer to help him on a big fight like this.
So when his dad, because his dad was his trainer, when his dad passed away, he pretty much said that he wanted to keep everything in the family because he wanted to save money.
I get it.
So he didn't want to, hire. His brother trained him, and he wanted, But the thing is, his brother trained him, right? I'm not trying to throw nobody under the bus. Mm-hmm. They all work hard. They all go to the gym. I respect the hustle. Like I understand the grind of
keep it in the family. Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, like you got to take everything serious. Like boxing is like the most serious sport in the world. Like when you really like. This ain't basketball. This isn't fucking hockey. Yeah. This isn't like all respect to hockey. I like hockey. I like basketball. But like this isn't baseball. This isn't tennis. This isn't freaking soccer. And I'm calling it soccer. Okay, it's not those sports.
Right.
This is the hardest sport in the world. Mentally, you gotta be because it's not. You could have. Tony Harrison is the perfect example of what boxing is about because you could have all the ability in the world, but if you ain't right here.
Yeah,
you'll never realize your potential. Never your full potential.
Yeah,
he became champion. A lot of fighters won't do that.
Yeah,
so he's definitely a winner. Yeah, but mentally, you gotta be on that next mental level, and that's what it is. So I'm looking forward. Honestly, Tim Tszyu got me really excited about a Charlo fight. Honestly,
oh yeah,
that was that was a perfect advert for a Charlo fight. And I'll tell you this.
Who you picking?
I don't know when they fight.
Who you gonna pick?
I don't know yet, but I don't know when they fight. But when they fight, I'm there. I'm going to that fight. Yeah. I'm not missing that fight. That's gonna be fireworks.
Yeah,
that's gonna be because Tim Tszyu. Trust me, you kind of saw a little bit of the spirit of Tim Tszyu come out there.
Yeah,
because he was calm and he gave you the nice coy answers during fight week. But he hears the talk. He hears the talk from a lot of people here in America saying, "Oh, he got dropped by Boucher. He's not that good. He's not like his dad. This, that, and the third." And when he knocked out Tony Harrison, he's like, "What's my name? Yeah. What's my motherfucking name?"
Crazy ass.
And he's letting you know.
The uppercuts. Fuck. I mean,
I thought he was gonna knock his.
He came out with them. I mean, he started like firing with the uppercuts. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, then he came back with the same left. He threw like about 5 left uppercuts, right? Yeah. And then he came back and used his left to get him and hit. Boom.
Yeah, I know I picked Harrison, but if you listen to what I said at the beginning of the live, you can rewind it back if you want. Yeah. I literally told my dad, I've never been more unconfident about a pick in my life. And it was all confirmed.
That's what I was telling you.
It was all confirmed. It was all me buying the wolf ticket he was selling. Because Howard will tell you, I told Howard for a long time, Tony Harrison can get fucked up by Tim Tszyu. And then the fight got close, and I said, you know what? No, I started buying into the whole experience bullshit. And
I bought into the damn press conference. I always do that. I let my emotions take over, and you can't do that.
You know what I'm saying? So, Tim, Tony.
Shout out to Australia.
Hand history said Tony was thinking about Alicia Baumgartner too much.
That's what I was telling him. I was telling myself the same thing. He had fun before the fight when he was in Australia, and he had fun after the fight. You can't do that. You got to focus 100%. And to me, out of the 3 fights I've seen from him with the 2 Charlos and this one, to me, he looked the worst one in this one. When I see him breathing hard in the 5th round, and he looked, and when Tim Tszyu caught him with the first right, I was like, "That's it for me.
That's it. It's curtains.
Show's over.
Yeah,
for real." But I mean, shout out to I'm a big fan of both. The stream going on. Oh, no. I'm a big fan of both. Harrison needs to retire, become a coach. He said he's gonna retire.
I gotta be honest though, like it's been a long time since I watched a fight, like a big fight, and I've been this disappointed in the fighter's performance.
But you kind of knew that even
I knew it. My whole central nervous system was saying, BT, stop believing this bullshit.
Yeah.
But still, like I just thought Tony Harrison was better than he showed tonight. And you know what? I've been saying this shit his whole career.
Yeah.
Every time I watch a fight,
yeah,
I'm saying this. I've been saying this shit since 20.
So it ain't the first time.
I've literally been. What are we in 2023 now?
Yeah.
So the first time I seen Tony Harrison fight was 2015 when he fought. I've been saying this about Tony Harrison for 8 years.
Yo, he was talking the good game. That's about me, and I can't.
Alex is right. Yo, Alex was one round off.
Alex always right. I like Alex.
Alex said 10th round. He said he got about that in the 9th. So
yeah. But Tim Tszyu said in the 9th round, "Want to turn it on," and he did.
You know,
So shout out to Australia boxing. Shout out to Tim Tszyu, keeping Australia in the map. And all of us don't know in America who Tim Tszyu is. You all woke up tonight. So shout out to Detroit, man.
No,
Detroit,
Hyro. When I told you that about Tim Tszyu Harrison at that time about Tim beating the shit out of Harrison, I was being dead serious. But I just wish I would have taken my own advice. You know, that's what I'm saying. 8 years of false hopes. And because the thing is, Tony would like he got fucked up by Willie Nelson when he was winning that fight. Then he looked even better than ever against Hurd, and then he got destroyed in that fight. Then he finally actually broke through and won the big one against Charlo. Then in the rematch he boxed even better than the first fight, and then he lost.
But do you honestly think it was a clear duck that he didn't want to come to Australia the first time?
Yes.
I think it was more the COVID thing. I don't think he was afraid.
Do you see what happened to him? Do you see what just happened?
Right, but he came back.
Do you see what just happened? But that's why I didn't come to Australia.
It
wasn't COVID.
He still came to Australia, went across the pond, and still fought a guy.
He would have had a better chance. He would have came 2 years ago. When he had fresher legs, he would have had a better chance when he was 30, not 32. He would have had a better chance.
Yeah, he didn't look good at all.
He should have taken.
But I mean, he can't say he didn't get opportunity to get a chance to fight Charles for the third time.
Fundura, I'm not. Listen, I like Fundura. Fundura is definitely a threat. Fundura can be. Fundura just better worry about Brian Mendoza from April 8th. I'm telling you right now, he better worry about Brian Mendoza. That's not going to be a cakewalk for him. Brian Mendoza is the opposite of Tony Harrison. Brian Mendoza doesn't talk at all. Brian Mendoza wasn't blessed with all this supreme skill, but he works his ass off. Like he's the anti-Tony.
Nobody expected him to even do what the last time.
He beat the fuck out of Rizal. He beat Rizal, Jason Rizal out of retirement.
So,
and you know, I think I've been saying it for a while. Like he's the most improved fighter in the Salas gym. I'm crossing my fingers and praying to God I can get to LA for that fight to support Mendoza.
And he's a big fan of yours. I think you guys didn't interview him. So I mean,
yep. Scripture proves true. God resists the proud and he honors the humble. Absolutely, champ.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I can't.
Tony's wanted to go on a nice little holiday to Australia. That's what he wanted to do.
Well, you know what he was saying before this in his last press conference. He said that even after the fight, he wants to go ahead and
stay for a couple days.
No, stay for a couple days and hook up with because he says I really do like Tszyu. I want him to show me the kangaroos and all this other. You think he feels that same way, or you gonna take a plane back to the USA?
After the way he got beat up, I don't think that's how he feels.
Yeah,
I don't think he feels that way anymore.
What's crazy about it? What I like about Tszyu, he's so humble that he didn't even rub anything bad about him, about Harrison. Like after the fight and after he.
Do you see how he beat the fuck out of him? He don't need to rub anything. He rubbed his freaking fist right upside his head.
He said that. What are you talking about?
He don't need to rub anything in.
He threw like 5 left uppercuts.
He hit him about 6 straight uppercuts. I thought I was watching Roy Jones Jr.
He said that. What are you talking
about?
Like
another like Roy Jones Jr. versus Glenn Kelly.
Jesus, I was like, what? Where did that came from? I said he was just timing him, waiting for him. But today belongs to him. Australia. I'm gonna keep saying it. I didn't pick Tim Tszyu to win. I thought Harrison talked a good game the whole time. I'm like, yeah, he's gonna come in here.
I literally picked Tim Tszyu for like a whole 2 years, and then this fight got signed, and Tony Harrison started talking. I said, let's go,
and
Tony.
It's funny that saying that goes in boxing that if you don't be humble, that's the same way they humble you. Boxing will humble you, and I guarantee you. Harrison got a lot of humble pie after tonight.
They said the Aussie girls will have him feeling like a king tonight. Don't you worry, lads. I'm sure. Listen, I'm sure.
Listen, man, he's gonna live life. He's gonna enjoy life. Go back to Detroit. But one thing he won't do.
Robert Sanchez says, "Bro, I guess I'm the only one that sees nothing special in Tim besides his name and some hooks." Listen, man. I'm not sitting here saying he's a special fighter, but he's definitely a top grade fighter. I don't know yet. Time will prove it. But listen, he's in the right division because and Harold can vouch for this too. And I always say this.
Yeah.
154 is a competitive division because there's truly nobody that's an A-level fighter. Like Jermell Charlo is a B-plus fighter in a division full of B-minus and B fighters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't think really anybody cemented himself as an A. Now, I think Tim Tszyu has the potential to become an A-level fighter. Tonight, he showed me he could he's starting to show me like he can deal with different styles because he's shown me now that he can deal with the slick American style. He can deal with the pressure style. I've seen him deal with different styles in different ways, and tonight, the Tony Harrison probably the best fighter he fought. If we're talking about skills and IQ and things like that, and I saw the better the fighter, the better Tim got. I saw Tim thinking in there. Tony would land a big right hand. He had a counter. He had an answer to every punch Tony threw. Tim had the answer.
What I like about Tim was that he actually came out. He's got a great sense of poise. Poise is big for me when you're in the ring. He didn't rush his shots. He let Harrison style.
Hold on, Ben. It's not about Tony Harrison. Literally, this whole division is B level. That's why it's so good. It's competitive fight, but nobody's an A level fighter at 154. Mm-hmm. Tim might be an A level fighter. I don't know. He looks the part of an A level fighter, but I got to see a bit more. The Charlo fight I think will really cement to me if he's truly A level or not. But yeah, Tony's very skilled. Tony could be an A level fighter if he was right up here, but this is what always loses him fights. The mind always loses him the fights.
Yeah, I think regardless of what question we have with Tim.
But as far as Castaño, Tim Tszyu would flatten Castaño. I've been consistent on that for the longest. I think Castaño will get fucking butchered by Tim Tszyu.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, Tim Tszyu, like Brendan says, for him to be able to put him up there, he's got to see what he does against Charlo. Great. To me, I'm gonna say what he said. You got that blood, that motivation from your father. I mean, his father, and his father, actually, the last fight that he had, whatever fight he had, he quit on the stool and he was honest to himself. I think Tim Tszyu the same way. Tim Tszyu going to carry that name.
Oh, against Ricky Hatton?
Yeah, he's going to carry that name with pride. He's going to carry the stones with pride. And when he knows he can't do anymore, he won't do anymore. But I will say one thing. I will not question the ability of what Tim Tszyu did. And yes, he fought a guy that, to me, I thought was supposedly better technically sound with a jab and all this other stuff. But the reality is this guy took his time, did the right thing, and he showed it tonight. So we have to give props to him. As for Harrison, go ahead and retire. But Tszyu, I won't forget your name. You gave him more respect tonight. And I definitely, if you beat Charlo, you definitely get my respect. And I don't know who I'm going to go for when that fight happens right now. I'll tell you the truth. I love Mr. Keep Running Your Mouth. But then again, I like Tszyu the way he's quiet. And he does his feast.
Mr. Keep Running Your Mouth versus Mr. What's my motherfucking name?
Yeah. So that's so I'm very excited about that.
Under a Microscope says he says if Jermell moves up and doesn't fight, he said Charlo. I think he means Tszyu. Is it a duck? Yeah, it's a duck. I'll tell you right now. If he moved up to 160 right now, because I ain't never heard him talk. I barely ever heard him talk about going 160. If he moves up and after that beating, he gets made Jermell Charlo's best win look like a D-level fighter. Yeah. If he moves up to 160, it is the clear duck, and I will berate him for it.
Yeah, but we don't. I didn't listen to the program what Jermell Charlo was saying, but I think he's up for the challenge. Jermell's not going to back down for challenges. You think so? Mm-hmm. And then what's more interesting now is if Crawford, the two divas move up to the altitude, a bit more to the fire, you know.
Well, Tim already said he wants to fight Spence because Spence said before the fight he's going to bet $10,000 on Tony Harrison.
Oh, so
stupid. So stupidest money ever.
So now Tim Tszyu like, okay, bring it on. So hey, listen, man. If anybody had any question about Tszyu, to me, he proved something to me tonight. And BT told me, in the beginning, this guy doesn't give two fucks about the pressure, two fucks about the crowd. He gives two shit about any of that stuff. He's gonna come in there and fight, and that's what he did. You could tell he had no pressure or nothing. He just took his time and quietly would use his poise, intelligence, and did the right thing. and was pushing Harrison back the whole time of the whole fight.
Yep.
Yes, Harrison was countering with a jab and pushing him here. He has his moments, but he didn't continue that.
Yep.
And I said the fight was going to go on. The pressure from Tim Tszyu coming forward is going to be it. He did. He caught him.
New Cost says 100% BT. This is a B-level division. I watched Charles Unification fight, and my jaw was on my floor. Entertaining as hell, but I was like, have these guys heard of the jab, the guard? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. To me, and you guys may not like what I'm about to tell you, but to me, like the last A-level fighters that existed at 54, I'm talking about when they were actually at 54. So I'm not like Canelo. Canelo was a good fighter. I think he was a B-level fighter. I don't think Canelo was an A-level fighter at 54. Well, no, wait, no. That's not true. That's not true because Canelo did beat Austin Trout. He beat Austin Trout. Austin Trout was a top 54 pounder. So you can say Canelo was like an A-. But like the last A-level, true A-level 54 pounders to me were like, Canelo, Demetrius Andrade, and I guess Floyd, because Floyd technically fought there and won titles. So it's been like, Jermell, I mean, I'm not trying to shit on Jermell. This division to me is just someone needs to I need to see someone really
separate themselves
because I know Jermell is undisputed, right? But you got for me to really believe in my heart of hearts that Jermell Charlo is an A-level fighter, he needs to beat the fuck out of Tim Tszyu. He needs to do what Tim Tszyu did the night of Tony Harrison, but he needs to do to Tim Tszyu.
But what about so where would you put Fundora? I think Fundora is going to be a big. I don't think he's going to be a fighter that's not going to get folded up easy, brother. Fundora's going to come.
He better worry about Brian Mendoza. That's what I'm going to say.
Okay, I understand.
Anything you guys say about Fundora, I'm going to say he better just worry about April 8th because Brian Mendoza's not playing with him.
No, I understand what you're saying and respect what I'm saying. I think as the fight as it continues on, Fundora's going to have a play in this too. I think so. You're saying that Mendoza, so you favor Mendoza going to the fight against?
I didn't say I favor him. I'm saying that's like
Fundora's a beast. And Charlo, I don't think Charlo can beat Fundora. I don't think so. But we don't know until they sign a contract.
We shall soon see.
Because it's going to get interesting, guys. It's going to be like
but Harold, you're saying you lost Jesus Ramos. Jesus Ramos is like one of the only. No. Jesus Ramos is actually one of the only fighters in this weight class that could actually be something like A-level potentially. He didn't lose to no. Jesus Ramos might fuck around and come through the back door. We talking about all these dudes. Jesus Ramos might just come through the back door
and beat anybody
and start beating the shit out of everyone. So don't be here talking about Jesus Ramos.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. It's interesting right now at 154. Say what you want to say about it.
And under Michael Smith makes a great point. He says, Charlo's run didn't include Law or her. I agree. He's a B-level exactly. And Emmy, he said Charlo stopped Harrison already. What? Yeah. After getting schooled for like 9 rounds in a row, like after he got schooled there and did the whole fight, it wasn't like Tim Tszyu. It was Tim Tszyu out here over here countering, outthinking him, outboxing him. Come on, it's not the same.
Listen, Tim Tszyu came in there and clearly beat the fuck out of Harrison. Charlo, how Charlo won the fight was? I'm gonna tell you how he won the fight. I wonder which fight it was. The fight where he lost his
Tony
focus,
Harrison,
when he lost his focus. And when Charlo caught him one good right hand and buckled him, that's when Charlo went for the kill. If Charlo didn't get that, he wouldn't have won the fight.
Tony Harrison looked like motherfucking Thomas Hitman Hearns in the second Charlo fight.
So I'm gonna tell you straight up, everybody that's discrediting Tim Tszyu, don't discredit him. I'm gonna tell you right now, do not sleep. And I said that before I picked him in Harrison. I said, don't sleep on him though. And I'm gonna say it again. When he fights Charlo, if Charlo's gonna come in there and say my movement and all this fucking shit and all this power. This guy got power too. And people gonna take it for granted and think that he's not gonna do this, he's not gonna do that. If Charlo's gonna come in there the same way Harrison was overconfident, he's gonna get shut out. I'm telling you right now.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll pick Tszyu over Charlo. I mean, crazier thing. I mean, that's not that like honestly, me picking Tony Harrison to beat Tim Tszyu is crazier than me picking Tim Tszyu to beat Charlo. Why? Because we've already seen Charlo lose to Brian Castano because he really lost.
Yep.
And then we saw Charlo lose to Tony Harrison.
Yep. And
we saw him lose to Tony Harrison.
And the second fight when he when he caught him with that right and buckled up and pushed back Harrison and took the fight, that's the only reason he won. If he didn't get that out,
fuck it, I'll pick Tszyu over Charlo.
Listen,
what's so special? Like Jermell, don't get like Jermell is very good. He's a good fighter. He's a B plus fighter.
Mm-hmm.
But like He ain't Terrence Crawford.
Nope.
He ain't Roman Gonzalez. He ain't Bivol. He ain't Better Biev. He ain't Canelo Alvarez. Like,
he's excited for boxing because he talk a lot of shit that what's good about him, and he is talented. But don't get it twisted. To me, Tim Tszyu is a quiet killer, silent killer. If this motherfucker can go in front of his crowd and not feel the pressure, and he said it before.
No, I'm not taking it back. Fuck it. I'll pick Tim Tszyu over Charlo.
And I'm gonna tell you straight up,
because you want to know why? Because even if Tim Tszyu gets knocked the hell out by Charlo, it ain't gonna be as bad as this Tony Harrison shit tonight was bad.
Yeah, that was bad.
It was bad.
When I seen him in the 5th round and Tszyu was pushing him back and he was breathing hard, and what really fucking got him was that right. That first right that Tszyu landed, that was like rung his belt. He was lost after that. I'm telling you straight up.
Yeah.
I mean, and what you're gonna misunderstand is Tim Tszyu is not gonna be out there jabbing like fucking Harrison. He's not just gonna throw that jab out there and that's it. He got some answers for Charlo. And if you think he's gonna fold, man, you got it messed up. It ain't gonna happen like that. Like he said, remember my name because I'm coming. And he come out and said it.
Hey, I just hope they make that fight before this calendar year because I'm gonna refresh your guys' memory. Let me refresh your guys' memory because I always said this shit was weird. So last May when Charlo, I think it was last May or April, it was like the first quarter, like late first quarter, early second quarter of last year. Yeah. When Charlo beat Castillo to become undisputed in the rematch, they scheduled him to fight Tim Tszyu like 7 months in advance. And I always say that's some weird ass shit. Why are they scheduling to fight 7 months in advance? Why don't he just fight him at the end of the year or something like that? And then he mysteriously pulls out with a head injury. So I'm gonna say it like this: hopefully he don't wait to schedule a fight another 7 months out and just fights him. Realistically, I think he should be fighting Tim Tszyu by August.
Who you think?
Charlo should be fighting Tim Tszyu by August.
Well, his main excuse is gonna be my wrist got better.
No, fuck that. No. Because I'm gonna say
ride that shit out.
Tony, I'm gonna say when Tony Harrison beat you the first time, he was bitching him on that Tony Harrison abducted him when he faked an injury. Yeah. So I'm gonna say you out here faking injuries like Tony Harrison. That's what I'm gonna say. So he needs to go fight Tony Harrison.
I don't know what he said in the comments today in the show with Showtime because we've actually listened to what he was saying. But I guarantee he was talking about the junk and this and that, and we won't know until the fights happen. I'll tell you straight up. I'll tell you straight up. I think Charlo is in for a challenge. He's in for a challenge because I'm gonna tell you right now, Tszyu. If you all didn't know, you all about to take notes. Tszyu is not a Harrison. He's not gonna go into
Tony beat Charlo 5 years ago in a fight that most people thought Charlo won. Yeah, but he beat him. He beat him though. He beat him, and that fight won. And that makes me that right there already like that lets me know he's not.
If he thinks just
A level,
and I'm gonna say like this: if he thinks he's gonna fight Tszyu and just walk,
Julian said, y'all are showing your true colors. Hey, Julian, please be direct and be clear because I'm not here to talk in semantics.
We're not trying to hate on Charlo.
No.
Look,
whatever he's trying to say, just say it. Like, because I know,
man enough to say
I know people like to talk in code, so please just type it out.
If you're man enough, say what you gotta say. Don't freaking sit here and can I say what I gotta say?
Go ahead.
Don't be a fucking bitch and just sit there and talk like a woman and talking codes.
You only know Tim Tszyu because I know Tim Tszyu because he knocked out Tony Harrison. Howard, your favorite fighter, the guy that you've been dick riding the last year and a half.
Listen,
that's why I know him, Harold.
End of the day, all you motherfuckers, if you're blind, if you can't hear, go get your go get your whatever to help me see. Tim Tszyu beat the shit out of Harrison. Beat the fuck out of Harrison. Simple as that.
That's a great fight though, man.
So bring on Charlo.
Listen, I'm not gonna talk bad about PBC because I give credit where credit is due. They've been making a lot of great fights.
You said that in a lot of videos, man.
They're making a lot of great fights.
Thank you, Al Heyman.
Although I will say a lot of them happen to be out of the country co-promoted, but that's another story. But they're making the fights happen, so that's good for boxing, and shout out to them.
Yeah, we're not like I'm saying. Don't sit here if you're gonna say something to me in BT, say it the way you want to say it. True school sports, the way we say it. Okay, don't sit here and talk in codes. That just told me what you're all about.
Yeah, because for me, like for example, like if I don't like someone, I'm gonna say I don't fucking like your ass. Like
just come on, just say it. We got nothing to hide. If I was look, I picked Harrison, but guess what? I can sit here and say, hey, I picked the wrong guy. I got to give my flowers to Tim Tszyu, okay? But if you have, I'm not saying you do or don't. I'm just saying If you have an agenda because you're a big Charlo fan or you're this and that, we're talking bad about him or you like the way you're hearing, get the fuck off the channel. Go somewhere else where you can't be man enough and accept somebody else's opinion. We're not here to follow agendas.
Ben Harrison is not Charlo. Y'all are being president at the moment. Y'all talking like Charlo is sweet. No, we know. Listen, Charlo got power. Charlo has defeated every man he stepped in the ring with. He's shown many times that I like Charlo. Believe it or not, you may not believe it right now. Jermell Charlo is actually one of my favorite fighters, but I'm not stupid either. I know what he is. He's a very good B-level fighter in a B-level weight class, full of B-level guys he beat.
And if you don't like it, well, that's your opinion. We're all entitled to our opinion until BT says it. Be professional, sign the contract.
BT, Hannes, you asking the right questions. BT, what fight are you looking forward to next? Honestly, guys, the only fight that's on my mind every day is Inoue versus Fulton, man. Listen, for those of you who don't know, it's the road to Inoue Fulton. I'm every day. I'm sending out emails. I'm contacting people. I'm shaking hands. I'm kissing babies. You know, I'm getting a lot of things in order.
A Japanese translator.
I'm getting a lot of things in order for this trip. So really, the fight that's constantly on my mind is Inoue Fulton, because to me, it's the best fight that's scheduled right now.
And you know why? Because they signed a contract and they were professional. Anyways,
hold on. We got a super chat. We got a super chat. Shout out to my man Robert Sanchez.
Wait. Shout out Robert.
He says this is the best channel. So y'all busters better best recognize. Y'all come with the disrespect. You gonna catch these hands.
Pop's hands. You know it. We're just having fun out here. At the end of the day, we all know we're not trying to hate, because I like Mr. Keep Running His Mouth. I lost a lot of respect for his bigger brother Jamal, but if I was Mr. Keep Running Your Mouth, I love him. He brings excitement to boxing. He doesn't care what he says. He says it, and it's great to have him in boxing. So to see him go in there and probably, if he can quiet Zoo, fine. If he doesn't, but we won't know until they sign a contract and they fight.
But don't get it twisted. There's a lot of good fights happening in boxing from now to then. I'll tell you guys the fight I'm looking forward to. You know what fight that is? It's the one I'm going to be live for next, which is going to be Jean Pascal versus Michael Eifert.
Woo! Yo, man.
Jean Pascal, he's fighting this German dude named Michael Eifert. So the winner of that fight becomes the IBF mandatory. So technically, Pascal could become better BF's mandatory.
Hey, hear this out, man. I got like way here, right? But damn, Pascal's been around for a minute, Brendan.
Top minute. Long time.
Can I ask you a question? I mean, I know the different divisions and everything, but has he had a better resume than Rosario as fighters that they fought?
Gabe Rosado?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, but wait, fighters fought?
Yeah. I'm talking about not divisions. I'm talking about as far as the name value.
A lot of fighters.
Like, he's been around for a minute too, just as long as Rosado, right?
He fought Prime Circuit, Kale Kovalev twice. He fought.
Did he beat him at all?
No, he got fucked up twice. He fought a lot of people.
Yeah. So do you put him up there with Rosado?
Yeah, Pascal's still fighting. Yeah, he trains down here in Miami. I went and I interviewed him a couple weeks ago. He's fighting this German dude. He's fighting next week. So
we were just watching one of his fights. Chad.
We were just watching Chad Dawson.
My son goes in the internet and picks a fight. He's a random fight. He's like, let's try this fight. Let's watch this fight. And that was a good fight from Rosado. From what's the name? Pascal. I just didn't think he was that old.
He's been around for a long time.
But you say he's very humble.
Yeah, cool guy.
Cool guy.
Robert says, did Diego Pacheco win? Did he ever?
Woo!
Did he ever? Yeah, he beat Jack Cullen in the 4th round, stopped him, doubled him over with a left hook to the body.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely, he's validating what I thought about him for years as Eddie Hearn's best American prospect. You know,
no, he's not a prospect no more.
Now he's
Eddie Hearn changed it.
Now he's a contender.
He's a contender. But I'll tell you what, the fight I want to see with him down the road, him and Berlanga. And I love Berlanga, but guess what I'm picking? Pacheco.
Yeah, good fight right here. As far as Benavidez Plant, a really good fight. I'm looking forward to it. You know, trash talk has been amazing. It's been immaculate, to tell you the truth.
The best part when he bought that damn channel.
The domain name?
That shit took me out.
He tells everybody in interviews, if you want to get some new merch, go to DaveBenavidez.com.
That shit had me crazy. That's a like really my shit. Yeah. But I Plant, shout out to Plant, man. People don't want to give Plant the credit he deserves. This guy came from a trailer park. fucking trailer park. Look where he's at now. God bless him. God bless him and his family. Benavidez, I was just telling my son because I was confused. I was watching him train in Washington. Then he said he's Phoenix. Then he's Washington. Then he's Las Vegas. Where the fuck are you from?
He's from Phoenix, but his gym's in Seattle.
Well, wait a minute. He's Dominican too. I'm just joking. That's what, yeah. Now, I think that fight's gonna be better than people think.
Jonathan Wick says Pacheco's chin is suspect to me. He is big, but he is not physically strong. That's definitely high roll. High roll. Because that's something only high roll says.
Isn't that movie? That guy.
Yes, and he gave it away because Harold like is in love with David Morrell.
Is he?
If he would have said like something like Canelo or somebody different,
so he can't fool you.
He can't fool me.
Harold, man, you forget that crazy that with him.
What do y'all think about Zen at 54? Do you think he beat the likes of a Tony or a Sergio Garcia soon?
Who?
I don't think he's in a fight. Tony Harris. Could Xander Zaya beat Tony Harrison or Sergio?
Zaya just pulled out of a fight because of injury.
Zaya is pulling out a hella fights. He gets pull out, and it ain't the first time. So
all of a sudden he got an injury.
I got my opinions on why he's pulling out a fight, but I'm definitely keeping that to myself.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't believe that one. I was like, damn, he just pulled out a fight. Damn, but Berlanga's out there. I hope Berlanga gets better. Does his thing. But if they ever fight Pacheco, I think Pacheco got better skills than Berlanga, to be honest. Power is not always everything.
You think so?
No, power's not always everything. Even now, when I watch him train, he's trying to get better. When I watch him on Instagram, he's doing this, he's doing that. But in my heart, I still feel like he's still got that mind frame of just going for the knockout. And if you don't change that frame of mind and use your power when you have to use it and better your skills, it's going to hurt your game. Pacheco is what I like with Pacheco. My son was telling me this for a long time ago. He's gradually being groomed. He's very patient. He's got a lot of points for a young kid, and he knows. My son said he knows how to finish a fight when he's got to finish a fight.
Very.
I think if him and Berlanga will fight, the fight that I really want to see, which never going to happen, him and Morrell, because I don't think Berlanga has shown me yet that he's in the same level as Morrell. To be honest, as far as skill wise. So if he fights Pacheco, he better not sleep on Pacheco. I'll just leave it like that. Yes, sir.
Yep. So that's what it is. I think on that note, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Hell of a live tonight.
Oh man, great live. Thank you all for being here.
Lot of fun. But yeah, man, y'all keep supporting the channel, man. We got a lot of great things coming up.
A lot of new videos coming out that Brendan has.
I got like 3 interviews I haven't even edited yet that'll be out this week, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Definitely keep supporting. You know, it's the road to Japan. Right now it's March 12th. I leave for Japan April 25th.
If you got some money to get super chat out here, GoFundMe.
That's gonna be that's coming up real quickly. That Japan trip. So
Brendan, what Japanese restaurant you going to? What you gonna do, Brendan? You're gonna tell you true American.
When I go to Japan, the first place I'm going is McDonald's.
What the fuck?
We're going to McDonald's because they got different burgers. They got the samurai. What is it called? The samurai
beef something. Yeah, bacon, whatever. Come on, man.
The samurai burger. You know.
And then you got Denny's out there too.
They got Denny's. You know. So I'll be out.
7-Eleven, you said too.
Yeah, but yeah, there's a lot of great things in the works. I'm talking to a lot of people from Japan right now. So I'll have more updates on that for you guys as soon as I have things, concrete and I know what's happening, but
we'll definitely be here for next week's fight.
Definitely be here for the fight next week and the week after and the week after and the week after
we'll be
and
here.
the week after and the week after.
Yeah, so we don't know when we go live. So whenever Ben is very busy. So
Robert says, "Hey BT, if I send you some money, could you bring me back a shirt from Japan from the fight?" Yeah, just for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously you want to know that's for sure.
For sure, I could definitely do that.
Yeah,
definitely for you, Robert, because I've actually met you in real life. I have a personal connection with you. I met you in real life.
You met him in Texas?
Met him at the Zotto fight.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was sitting down at his seat when I saw him.
Cool.
Very nice guy. Austin, Texas is finest. He ain't
playing.
But listen, guys. On that note, I'm gonna wrap it up. You guys take care. Be blessed. Continue to support the channel. Everything we got going on here. We'll see you guys whenever we see you guys. Maybe tomorrow we'll go live, and maybe we won't. I don't know yet.
Yeah, it all depends on schedule. You got a lot of work.
I got a lot of things to do, but just be on the lookout, man. And
thank you so much for
the support. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just Kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.